such a dummy. Okay. You'll never guess, everybody, who started up a stream, or thought he did anyway, and ended up... Yeah, turn that off, Sean. That's too loud. And ended up not actually starting a stream because he forgot to actually hit the start stream button. That's the only step I forgot. So I went all the way to the Stranglethorn Vale, did all that stuff, which really was just me running around and getting back to where I'm gonna start questing again. So yes, didn't miss much. But I talked a bunch and no one was showing up, and I'm a dummy because I forgot to hit the button. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream or to the replay, as the case may be. Enjoy your stay. We got plenty to see, and it's entirely free to play for right now up until August 27th, when it'll become $15 a month with your normal World of Warcraft subscription.
15?
15. I don't know why that felt good, but it felt good. It felt right. Was the proper thing to do. Now there's a hunter that's gonna be logging on somewhere. Like I saw right before the server went down. I don't know, whichever.
Spicy or non-spicy?
Non-spicy. But a Horde Hunter. Not Horde. Alliance Night Elf Hunter. Will be coming on at some point. Ooh, this guy's about to get boned. See, linking for mobs still isn't working right. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. What is this? It's very crunchy. What is it? Japanese? Japanese? Hmm?
Yep.
It's good.
You know, cacahuates japoneses are not really Japanese. They're invented by the Japanese.
What is it though?
It's peanut with covered
Yeah, like sort of like breaded dried peanuts. Sort of. It's good. I like this. I think we've had this before though.
And every single time I tell you a story. And every single time you forget it.
Yeah. It sounds like
I felt like the stream could use a cameo.
What up, TKB?
What?
Ow, this hurts. So what's going on, brother?
You want to try one?
Oh shit. I was gonna record something, dude. I was gonna record something.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very much looking forward to playing World of Warcraft with you and the other guys. And you, Senna, Caleb.
Yeah, it'll probably be lit. I done talked to Caleb though. I hope he's told you, man. Even if you do, I'm not planning on playing it 8 hours a fucking day.
No, that's fine. Like, I doubt that Caleb will either. I'm definitely gonna go hardcore on it, but I'm gonna be totally up. I mean, we're gonna have lots of hardcore and softcore people playing and in the guild. So,
Yeah.
basically, me playing hardcore will be like good for you, because when you get to a quest that you just can't handle alone and can't get people or don't want to get people because you're being a dick that day and it feels like not wanting to mess with people or whatever else, blah blah blah, reasons, blah blah blah, that kind of crap, then yeah, then you'll have some hardcore players that can help jump in there and get it done for you. Same with dungeons. Like you need to do a dungeon quest and you just want to run it real quick. You can have, your druid buddy who's 10 levels higher than the dungeon come help out.
If this is anything like my D&D days, I'm just gonna come in and swoop and steal every kill.
That's fine. I'm all about some PvP now. But I'm looking forward to it.
Caleb said it was similar to the way D&D Online works, and that got me a little excited for it, but...
I never played D&D Online, but I did play a D&D based game online. I played Neverwinter Nights online, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Not the one like Jesus. there's Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, which were online games, and then there was a Neverwinter Online. I didn't play Neverwinter Online, but I played Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2 online. If that makes sense.
Right.
I'm out of rage.
The D&D was cool. It had a very similar play style to how like Desert Online is.
Yeah. And that's pretty similar to this too, but Black Desert, a lot of it played itself, which is why I didn't like the game. You could literally just go through the game hitting T and R over and over and over, and then occasionally when you get somewhere, you have to kill a few things and then go back to hitting T and R. Which I did not like about the game. I don't like those.
I'm watching your stream right now, and it looks like the one thing I'm not gonna like about this game is just walking up and taking hits instead of like dodging and stuff.
You do. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Like you do dodge, block, parry, all that jazz, and there's evasion mode or parry mode and all that modes you go to them. But yeah, it's old school MMORPG where all that's kind of automated, and you dodge because your character is able to dodge, and not because you literally moved out of the way. But there are telescopes and things like that, and mobs that you do have to dodge, like their bosses and whatnot, have mechanics like that you got to dodge or get the hell out of the way. We were doing one in a dungeon last night. The final boss. Do you have any wild vine by chance? I don't. Sorry. Where he suddenly goes immune to all damage. He puts a shield on himself for the duration of this spell he casts, which is like a giant fire nova, which does boo-koodles of damage. So everyone at that point, like, shifts or goes into sprint mode or whatever their fastest blinks out of the room. They all go burning hell out of the room, or they get blasted the hell out of by this giant fire nova that basically, like, does a shit ton of damage. And then as soon as he finishes that, he's no longer immune, and everybody starts dashing back into the room to finish his ass off so he doesn't try to do that shit again. And there's like Onyxia is a really big raid boss later on. She has fire breath, so you don't want to stand anywhere near in front of her. She has tail swipes, which knock you around, so you don't want to stand anywhere behind her. You don't want to stand on her sides for some reason. I forget, either the fire breath or the tail swipes can reach. So you got to stand like behind her hind legs at an angle, diagonal angle or whatever, to avoid most of other crap. So if the tank ends up getting feared or knocked around or moved around or whatever else, then she's gonna get knocked around and moved around, then becomes a giant clusterfuck of 40 people trying to get right behind her ankles, basically.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen much on Monster Hunter World, but Nergigante
On what?
on Monster Hunter World.
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay, well, Nergigante is like this huge dragon thing, and the way its move style is made, you have to be in one of the 2% body blind spots on it to actually live from any hit.
Yeah, there's bosses like this later on in the game as well that basically will one pump chump you unless you're in the right spots. So yeah, I mean there are prompts like that, and you'll usually have warning, and you can always tell the people who haven't done it before or whatever, because they're just like keep shooting their bow or whatever, and then what the fuck killed me?
I actually like games like that, so
Yeah, there is some of that later on, and then there's also like I forgot what they were called, core hounds or something like that in one of the earliest raids, Molten Core, which will be available as soon as the game launches, but it's an in-game content kind of thing. Oop, that guy's fighting 3 mobs now. He's about to get so boned. Oh no, he's actually trying to run. I'm basically stealth chasing down a hunter right now, kind of prowling.
Is it fast travel, or do you have to walk everywhere like this?
There's fast travel, but it's not like most MMOs. You fly, so there's still travel time, or you ride a train, or you ride a ship, or you ride a Zeppelin air balloon. So yes, there's fast travel, but it's not like the fast travel that you just poof, you're here or there or wherever. You actually have to travel the world, which is awesome because it makes it more immersive, and is also incredible because there's a lot of times you have to go through contested zones to get to higher or mid-level stuff, which opens you up for potential world PvP, like just happening across another player.
Lick.
What?
Lick.
What is that? Oh, that's tamarind. Something with tamarind sauce. Like chili and tamarind?
Oh.
Tamarind candy. You can't buy
I thought you were seriously butchering the word tangerine. And I was like, what?
No, Tamarin, where the hell is... There's the hunter. I'm trying to stalk this hunter down, waiting for him to start a fight, and then he's like 2 or so levels higher than me, and he's got a pet, but I'm gonna try to fight him. Ooh, there's a troll mage over there that's literally dying. Yep. One of my allies just died over there.
Quick, type, get good.
Right? Alright, there's another hunter, but that one's an orc. That's a friendly hunter. Friendly for me, anyway. He's on the horde.
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good, honey. When we first got together, I don't think I would have liked candy like that. No, I kind of do like it. I don't love it, but I enjoy it. Well, that hunter freaking disappeared, so I'm going to just start fighting this mob again. I got to kill a bunch more of these guys. And they're pretty higher level than me.
I need to get closer.
Can the rogues go invisible? Like Spawn
Yes.
Pellet?
That's you see me moving real slow like that. There's only 2 classes in the game that can go invisible and move, and that's rogues and druids. Now, if you get too close to someone else, especially the front of them, then they can see you. And the higher level they are than you, the further away they can see you from. So if you're a higher level than them, you can get almost up in their face without them seeing you. And you can literally, even if it's someone at your level, or even a little bit higher level than you, you can come up to his butt and basically touch his butt without him seeing you. But that's part of why you gotta be ready to have your camera on a swivel. Like, you gotta keep things looking all the time to see when a rogue, say, just comes into view and then all of a sudden disappears. You know he might be coming after you or just trying to get away from you if you intimidate him. I mean, but yeah, druids and rogues are the only 2 classes in the game that have legit stealth. Now, any night elf can go invisible. It's not as good. It's called shadow melding. A night elf is only the allied race, the real tall, dark elf guys with the big pointy freaking ears. That's the guy I was hunting, that guy I was trying to follow was a night elf hunter. They have something called shadow meld, which lets them go stealth, but they can't move. So you'll chase down a night elf, and then they'll try to sprint away, and then shadow meld, and then you know, if you see where they shadow meld, you run up on them and kill them or whatever else. And I played in Classic. Originally, I was an Alliance character, so I did play a night elf hunter, and one of their strongest points is they can shadow meld aim shot someone. Which is, aim shot is like a 3-second long shot, I guess you could say, where it channels the bow and he sits there and takes aim, and it hits like a freaking Mack truck, and if it crits, I mean, on anyone in cloth armor, it's like damn near a one-shot if it isn't a one-shot. It's a very powerful ability, and to be able to use it while fully invisible is pretty crazy. That was the one thing I loved about being a night elf. Oh, I keep using the wrong skill. That's why I'm not stunning him when I first come out. I keep on hitting 4 and not F. I just rebound that thing yesterday and I keep forgetting. Okay.
So I'm noticing that you're like using holding down your mouse to actually camera move. Do you have to do that every time?
No, there's different ways to look around, and you can even have the camera automatically pan for you, depending on the way you want it to. You can have it pan and do smart panning, where it'll move itself. Every time you go to move, it'll face you back in front. I just do this because I like a very good eye on my surroundings all the time. This game will teach you... Oh, there's a wild vine. That's what that one guy needed. This game will teach you to have like your head on a swivel for PvP. And right now this is just a beta test, so there's not tons and tons of people. But like, you can move here. I'll take my hands off the WASD. If you right click, you can look around. If you left click, you can look around. If you left click and then right click, you can look around and move at the same time, all entirely mouse. You can play this game entirely with your mouse or entirely with your keyboard, which is nice if you got like a drink in your hand or you're eating something. You can play it one-handed, but it's just not as efficient. Like right now, I'm moving while holding my right click, so I've got full control over my camera, and I'm moving left and right, like strafing left and right, which is giving me the angle like to sneak up on this guy the best. Oop, and he just kind of looked at me because he's higher level. So now if I approached him anymore, he would have seen me and started attacking me. You saw how he kind of jerked looking at me like, what the hell was that?
I could just see the exclamation mark popping over his head.
Yeah. And that friggin' sound, you know? And there's a secret rule with druids where you have to jump all the time or they'll die spontaneously, so that's why I'm always jumping while I'm fighting. just like to jump.
Yeah.
I had a guy come into my
it's like-
stream the other day, and he's like, "Why the fuck does everybody in this game jump around all the time?" And I'm like, "Well, I only started doing that since I was a druid because, you know, cat form and bear form, they all look kind of funny jumping around, in my opinion."
Yeah.
Now I'm stealthing again.
There's a.
What the fuck? He just walked into the tree. He is the Lorax.
Oh my god. Okay, so I don't think I've ever said this online, but back in the day, like when I lived with my dad's, and I used to get like really fucking high. I would I would text my one friend Tyler, "I'm the Lorax and I speak for the weed," every time I got high.
Yeah, I can totally see that. That's awesome. Oh my god. Yep, I could totally see that. I get the feeling if you're gonna go like an alchemist or whatever, an herbalist alchemist, and you might choose other professions or whatever, I could see that being like a meme, a long time running joke. Especially with, like, there's all kind of weird ass plant names. There's strangle kelp and vine weed and, you know, junk root or whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of friggin' weird plant names. I could see some memes happening there. He saw me. Gotta sneak around to his ass end now.
It's too far away.
I like opening up the accounts because it's a 3. It doesn't do as much damage as my Ravage. Those are 2 moves that can only be opened up with in stealth. Like as a rogue, if you're gonna play rogue, a great opener is called Cheap Shot, and it's basically a stun that, you know, you come out of stealth, and then after that you can do like a kidney shot, which is a follow-up stun. And I mean, there's all kind of nasty rogue stun lock combos, and druids can sort of do that, but it's not near as efficient because in order to actually stun lock someone as a druid, I'd have to open with a pounce, try to get some bleeds on him real quick, shift into bear form, and then bash him. That's a huge chunk of mana shifting back and forth from forms. And then shift out of bear form and do like a war stomp, which is a Tauren ability. And, you know, basically my stun lock, I can get someone locked down for like 6 or 8 seconds, but a rogue that knows what they're doing can do it for like 11 or 12 seconds. And if you really just want to fuck with someone, not necessarily stun lock them, you can stun them up for like 10 or 12 seconds like that, and then blind them, and then freaking, you know, watch them walk around aimlessly for like 30 seconds. And then you use preparation and reblind them, and, you know, because that refreshes all your cooldowns. Or you can sap someone endlessly. It's something you do while in stealth. It doesn't drag you out of stealth after you hit a certain level. And it's literally like a CC for 45 seconds, where they just have to sit there and stare at things for 45 seconds. That's one of the way a rogue can actually 1v2 people. Oops, I walked right up on his face. A 1v2 people just sap someone, and instantly it's a 1v1 for like 40-something seconds.
Do you know how many views you have on your channel? Because I'm looking at it, and it's a lot more impressive than I thought.
What'd you say?
But
I said, have you seen the views on your channel?
T. No, I haven't been paying attention.
It's like 359k.
It's like 350 what?
359k.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Third
pretty
of a
solid,
million.
man.
Cool beans. Sean, calm down.
It's like 10 times the views on my channel.
No? You start playing some classic WoW, you'll get some views. You should see if you can get into the beta. It's literally free. I don't know if they're still going to give out any more beta keys. But, or not keys, because there are no keys, but access on their client. But there's all kind of people streaming it.
I don't mind waiting when there's more people. I feel like it would be more fun.
Yeah, true.
Have you played Smite?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I played Smite. I betaed it. Sean. I betaed Smite and played it. Hit level 30, which at the time was the max level before they went out of beta. So I got a neat skin for free for Ymir, a demon Ymir skin or whatever. Which apparently is worth a bunch of money now because I don't think you can get it anymore.
Probably. People go crazy over skins in that game. There's a character that just came out, and for some reason they thought it was a great idea to throw a $25 skin as the only good skin he's got.
No, they do that all the time. What are you talking about? A lot of, like, not Smite necessarily exclusively, but a lot of games do that crap now. They'll be like, alright, here's skin number 1, skin number 2, skin number 3. Yeah, they're the exact same as 1, but slightly different colors. Now here's skin number 4. This is the legendary $20 skin that actually looks different and badass.
It's such garbage, man.
Yeah.
Remember
But
when
games that rely,
Mortal
that's their
Kombat games
only
used to-
source of money is cosmetic stuff. I mean, I sort of sympathize with it. I just don't like it.
Yeah. Shit, man. I miss the days of like Mortal Kombat when you get the skins for free. Now in Mortal Kombat, you have to pay for the skins.
Right. I haven't played Mortal Kombat since like Mortal Kombat 3 on the Sega Genesis.
Dude, me and Spinago bought Mortal Kombat X at the same time, and he didn't tell me that he fucking refunded it.
Oh!
So, that's dumb. It was like 4 months ago now.
So you can't refund it now, and congrats on your game that probably no one plays.
It's still fun. Like if I happen to know somebody. No.
I think I was offered a beta key for that.
For
But-
X.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it was the newest one, 14 or whatever they're up to. I don't honestly know.
I'll tell you what, this freaking company that either gives away or sells points or gift cards for free or whatever, I don't know what it's not free, but it's like cheaper or something. They've been hitting up my business email hard like, over the past month.
I always avoid that. Like I haven't even looked at the. It's literally on our channel, the WifieandHubster email or whatever. I haven't looked at it like in months. Because all I would get is, hey, join our multi-channel blah 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 on YouTube and you'll get access to blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. All kinds of stuff like that.
Yo, if I can figure out how to make it set up visually and everything, I want to start D&D.
Say again, T.
Sorry. I said if I can find out how to make it look good visually, I'd like to start doing D&D on my channel.
You mean like legit dungeon tabletop
Yeah.
style?
Yeah.
D&D? Yeah, I'd join in for some of that.
I know there's like online versions of it, but they're pretty limited.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as graphics go, they're still all about whatever the person imagines themselves. I mean, that was kind of the main point of the game, is to use your imagination, but trying to add a graphical style to it. There's been a bunch of things who have tried it, like Take 20 tabletop rooms or whatever. They have some minor graphic additions and stuff like that. I mean, it's nice, it's innovative, but it's still not a graphic game by any stretch of the imagination. And I thought about trying to stream some stuff sort of like that, but it's sort of similar to streaming something like Cards Against Humanity, only it's not blatantly all about the humor at that point. So how exactly do you really keep people entertained while being over the top cringy?
The best way I can think to make like D&D videos and have it come out good is use a face cam, so that at least something is moving on the screen.
And they can see your reaction when something does happen that's funny or cool.
And keep like the map on the screen if you can.
And update like your locations and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. But every time you go into a situation or something, you hire an animator.
That would be good, but you're talking about stuff where you got cash to do crap like that, and I'm nowhere near in the shape for that kind of stuff. But that would be a good way to do it, and it might actually like be a pretty popular thing. But again, if you got money to do that, then
It's an eventually thing, not a not a right now thing.
I could see that as a late game, so to speak, eventuality. But it wouldn't be any kind of close range thing. Like I know people like what was his name? It's gonna be a funny example because of what we discussed here not too long ago, and I don't want to get too deep into it. But David, he actually had editors and animators that he had working with him on videos and stuff, and that was kind of neat.
God, that that background is ugly as fuck. Like, I'm looking at Photoshop right now. What was I thinking?
I don't know, bro. It wasn't terribly bad, the color-wise. It's just that Plaid is like, what? It's like, oh, cool, he spent some time doing this, and this looks pretty damn neat. And then I look at that and like, yeah, okay, he got tired of doing this, obviously, and just kind of...
Well, no, it was a sneak diss at you. Because it's retro. It looks like arcade matting.
Oh my god, not even. Don't even know.
I have
even
seen
the 8-bit
arcade
retro
floors that
shit
look
looks
like this.
better than that. Okay, I'll give you that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've seen some ass too out there, but don't mean I'm gonna actively try to make and or advocate / promote ass. I liked what you did with the branding, and I liked all that stuff. And I showed it to my wife, and she's like, "What the fuck?" I said, "No, ignore the background." Okay. Now I'm starting to like it a little bit now that we're ignoring the background. That's basically kind of how the immediate reaction was. I'm like, yeah.
I think I'm planning on just changing the colors and leaving the font text and shit as is.
I'm
like
fine
changing
with
the colors, but
yeah, I sent you some stuff. Like, Wifey and I were sitting down. She was ushering me to bed last night, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just have to do this later. Is what I was thinking, but I'm like, nah. He's been waiting, and he's been very patient about it. So I go, hang on, honey. I need your help with something. I need you to help me find a background that you think would look nice. It's got to be sort of modern, sort of game-ish related, or it looks like it could be in the back of, and something that we like. And then, you know, so we literally spent like 10 or 15 minutes, and you sent me that little dot or whatever while we were looking at stuff after I shut down the stream, was getting ready to go to bed. And, you know, she helped me find a few that I liked. Like, half of those up there were stuff that she found and she decided she likes, and, you know, we both enjoyed.
yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh, quit looking this way, damn it. I'm trying to sneak around on this warrior. There we go.
I don't know why, but over the last week, I've just tried to learn every fucking program I can.
It's good knowledge to have, but depth of knowledge on a lot of the programs is more important than, you know, width, so to speak. Like, instead of knowing a lot about a whole bunch of things, like, you know, how an Excel spreadsheet works this way, that way, or other, it's more important instead to know, like, Photoshop, all the crap you can do with it, and, you know, da-da-da-da-da, you know? Like,
On
get
the
some
contrary, if I were to start, like, a job, like, because I've got a certificate in all things Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Like, I can make just about anything in it.
It's good on a resume that way.
Yeah. You have a higher chance of getting hired if you say that you know how to do a little bit of all this.
PowerPoint presentation and Excel and everything Microsoft Workshop related, yeah. Oh, I know. I've got all that on my old resume too. Not that it matters anymore since I can't fucking use it, but I do have all that on my resume. So I feel you.
Man, face swapping in Photoshop is cancer. Straight up.
Face.
That's what I did for my latest thumbnail.
There's like phone filters, I think, that would make that part of the process a lot simpler. Ooh, some more wild vine. I don't know what that guy needed it for, but I bet there's a quest or something. Which is what I was asking. I love being a druid, because normally that right there would have been my downtime. Like, there I gotta sit down and eat, or, you know, whatever, and regenerate my health and whatnot. Nope, I just pop out, cast a couple of regeneration spells on myself. Boom, full health again, right back into form, no downtime. Not like cat form, but I got bear form too, which is great for tanking. There we go. I was afraid he was going to turn at me and start attacking without me being able to get that stun off. But as you can imagine, rogues, since you're thinking about being one, I mean, there are all kinds of different talent trees. Like, I'm going to go through them on, just real quick if you're still watching the stream, just to kind of show you an example. There's 3 different, every class has 3 different things. Like, Druid has balance. Damn it. Damn, you stupid bleed attack there. Balance, which is all about the magic, damage, and, like, there's some hybrid stuff. Everything about a Druid is hybridized in one way or another. Dadgummit. Now I gotta kill it. So, this is about, you know, the aggressive magic, basically. And there's other things like increases all your melee damage in all forms. Again, that's part of the hybrid. Feral combat, which obviously focuses on cat form, bear form, feral combat. and restoration, which focuses on the rest, you know, the healing aspect of a druid, but then it has some hybridized stuff, like when you switch into bear, you get, you know, extra improved rage or fury, which is the one thing I went for. When I switch into cat form, I immediately start with 40 energy or I think 20 rage, which bears have, so that way you start out being able to cast some of your skills in those forms instead of having to work all that up. But rogues, you know, they have like there's the club spec rogue, which is all about stuns, less damage than the dagger kind of rogue, but they can pop stuns just by hitting you with a club at random. And then there's the backstab rogue, which is all about daggers, and if you can manage to get a tank that can keep aggro off of you, you manage to poke someone in the butt a bunch, it does crap tons of damage. And then you can mix and match, you know, poison dagger kind of rogue. I mean, that's part of what World of Warcraft doesn't have anymore that made it so great back in the day, is just the uniqueness of each individual character. Those little tiny changes. And each one of the changes is just something very minuscule. Like, you know, 2% extra melee damage in all my forms. By itself, that's not really anything hardly at all, but it can stack up to 5 times. You can combine it with this, that, or other, blah, blah, blah. You get where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
And just the uniqueness that no longer exists in World of Warcraft. And put my buffs back on. I don't really want this page, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stress over this page.
I was surprised that you sent me a purple wallpaper, being as you hate purple.
Which one was purple? Hang on. I gotta go
The
back
one
through
with
and look.
the one with all the lines going diagonal.
Fucking duh. Oh! That is purple, isn't it? Yeah, scratch that one then. I thought that was a really light black. Now that you pointed out that it's purple, I can see the purple in it.
Deletes it promptly.
Uses it to fuck with Mark? No. Well, I guess
if I liked it enough, I would just change the color.
Yeah. I think it was like all the yellows and reds and light blues. Really, the light blues, I think, is what did it. The light blues on top of that kind of darkish purple made it look like a light color black to me. Again, color blindness there. So I kind of liked that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I like it. Okay.
now that I see the purple, I'm not as stoked about it.
I don't know what you thought what I was gonna do with the fucking keyboard though.
I don't know. Like, I saw a bunch of stuff and I'm like, this would be badass, but, you know, it says, like, rage quit or something. I'm like, you can't really do that, though, because there's going to be a big-ass WifieandHubster word, and trying to have words on top of words just wouldn't work, and da-da-da-da. But, Wifey got the idea. At first, I'm just, like, looking at 4K texture backgrounds and la-da-da-da-da. And then Wifey's like, put gamer backgrounds, and I put that in there, and the keyboard came up. I'm like, you know what? I don't think you'll be able to do anything with this, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to send it to him, maybe, you know. I don't know. I mean, the way you came up with that branding, the smiley face that's also like a husband and a wife, I thought that was pretty freaking cool. So I'm like, I'll just send it to him. If he comes up with something great, if not, then, you know, it's not no disappointment because I didn't expect anything, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, got this done off.
I expect a 1/10 of a cent every time you sell a shirt with this logo on it.
Seeing as I don't have a merch shop yet, no problem!
You have a Streamlabs, you could make a merch shop.
Yeah, I could. And I've got a lot. You don't even know. I've got a folder full of like merch ideas and stuff that eventually, if I ever feel like I'm popular or have gotten big enough that people will actually want to buy it,
It's too far away.
then I will eventually throw together some kind of merch shop. Because I've even put designs together that I've done myself that I think look cool. It's just I don't realistically feel like I'm there. And sure, I need the money, but to me, needing the money is not a legit reason to try to throw a merch shop in people's faces, you know?
You don't have to collect money on it.
I know.
But
It's one of those things I'm gonna do later, I think. It just feels better in my mind to do it that way.
well, there is a stigma about it, but what I thought about when I made mine was I just want my own t-shirt. Like, because I bought my own t-shirt and it's really comfortable. The Streamlabs. They actually have good quality.
Because I mean, I'm a big guy, and a lot of times you can ask for like 4, 5, 6X, whatever, and sometimes a 4X will fit better than like a 6X, which is dumb, and not be comfortable around the midriff. Because I mean, I need big and tall. Because I'm not super tall, but I got a bit of a gut. So I mean,
I think I got a 3X, and it's not like it's about the perfect length actually.
huh.
I'm like 6 foot though.
Well, I'm close. I'm like 5'11" or something.
Yeah.
5'10" without shoes.
To most women, the difference between you and I would be like Shaq, and you would be Kevin Hart.
Okay. Unless you actually told them, I don't think so. We walk up side by side, be like, okay, yeah, it's fine. And then you're like, I'm 6 foot, and I'm like 5'11". All of a sudden, I'm fucking, Mr. Monkey Man, follow your road. You know?
Someone comes up to you, do the dance. You're like, what?
Right?
You start hearing the Oompa Loompa music start.
Ba-dum, ba-dum. No, that's not Oompa Loompa music. Yeah, it is, I guess. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's copyright strike.
Yeah, because I sung it. Honestly, it probably would, because covers can get
Oh
copyright
my
strike.
God. Yes, they
without the
can
music
now. Oh, I know. I had a cover that apparently went well enough that it got a copyright, not a strike, but a copyright, what's that called when it's not a strike? What up, Pico? Welcome to the stream. But I can't join. What can't you join? The beta? You and millions of others, or at least hundreds of thousands.
He's talking about the Discord.
Oh. You should be able to join the Discord. Although he's on YouTube. I haven't worked with Nightbot in a while, but he stopped working on YouTube a while back. I need to get him working on YouTube again.
Your invite link is expired.
On YouTube or Twitch? Because Twitch I just reset up not long ago.
YouTube.
Oh. On the description, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I'll have to look at that again in a minute then. I don't know if I spelled that right. It doesn't look like it right. I spent like freaking the last 5 minutes just trying to type out a message. Oop. Nope. Oh crap.
Dude, on the real though, I've been enjoying YouTube again, and it's been a while since I've done that.
I'm enjoying it because I'm passionate about the game. So whether people are there or not, I'll be there. And some people like it, and some people won't. Yesterday I had some haters come in or whatever, and it doesn't even bother me. They came in to make jokes and try to pull off fat jokes. I think it was Impractical, but that's just because Jen was saying, you be quiet, Impractical, so maybe she had the hunch. It was him. He went to him if you knew about
Trying
that.
to figure out why people would make fat jokes in general, but why would they make fat jokes when you're not even using a webcam?
Yeah, and through the internet. Like, frankly, there's a couple things. One, it's the internet. I don't care. Two, like you said, I would never have even put a webcam or whatever if I gave a damn about what people thought.
Right.
Man, these
You know,
little...
Streamlabs let you make a web. God damn, I can't talk. Ah! You know, Streamlabs lets you make a website now.
I heard something about that, but I never really... I'm lazy, I guess.
It's a lot of work. I looked at it. It's nice, but by the way, tkb.com has not.
Wait, has not been taken? Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Here, I was trying to get PornHubster, but it actually is taken, so...
I'm surprised you got the Twitter handle WifieandHubster. That seems like something any couple on Twitter would take.
I've got that's the handle on a lot of things. I went and like to every social when I first thought of the name, like to all the social medias and grabbed it just that way, you know. Unless something new comes out or whatever, we've got it. Even if we don't use it, like Instagram.
I can't carry anymore.
It's pretty smart, actually. Damn.
Like I figured if we ever did get big, like Asmongold or whatever, he has to fight for his name on anything, any game he goes into. He tries to type in Asmongold and it's already taken. That's also part of the reason why I don't really. I mean, I have a few aliases that I use or whatever, but I'm not married to any of them. Like, some of them I've played as Hubster, others I've, like, right now I'm Moogrim, which is a brand new one I've never used. Got Goroth, King Calibus, Gareth Blade, you know, a bunch of stuff that's, so if someone really wants to go through the ass trouble of, you know, Zarapin Rider, etc., stealing my name or whatever, then they're gonna have to go through a lot of work, and I've got plenty of others that I like, so.
Is it your account name or just your character name?
Character names.
So you have to pick a different character name?
Yeah, I mean, you got an account name that you log in with, but then you name each one of your characters. Because you can have more than just a rogue. It's just,
I'm thinking Rogue is gonna be Dickles the Rogue.
oh, if you played frickin' Alliance, then I'd be like, make a gnome, and then name it Grass Tickles My Balls. Or No Mercy, like Gnome. Something stupid like
I
that.
get it.
You were right to not laugh at that.
I need to get
So, Dickles?
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be taken.
Probably. Is it gonna be taken with 4 Z's though?
Maybe not. You might have it. Of course, using the year of your birth.
In like official at the beginning.
And a trademark at the end. And also a 1, just so they know it's official.
And an exclamation mark, so I pop up at the top of this.
Oh yeah. At the beginning of it, right?
Yeah.
I get you. You're right. Don't think anyone. Although anyone watching the stream, Pika, might be planning to take it from you now.
Ban them right now. Ban. Get rid of them. They can't know anything about it.
It's too late for that. I think I've got a name I want to go with for the guild. Like, a lot of people ask, what's the guild name you're going to go with? And I'm like, don't know, but my wife came up with one that I kind of like. And it's grown on me. I didn't really even like it at first, but it makes so much sense based on the fact that this is the game's second time around, and a lot of people will be playing it for the second time, myself included. I'm not going to say it, but I'll text it to you if you want.
Sure.
I can't do it with the... Here.
I thought of a pretty good name on the spot right now. I don't know what it means, but... What the that's exactly what was in my head.
Really?
like I'm gonna type what I thought.
Why Venus?
I don't know. In my head, it had a U.
I'm out of range.
When I typed
Like, this
it.
is what I thought the other one was. Oh. No, but that... Like, my wife suggested that name, and it's grown on me a lot, and it just makes so much sense, so I'm gonna go with it.
I think having Venus in the name would make some badass merch, though.
What?
You wanting me?
I didn't hear what you said. No, say it again?
I said I think having Venus in the name would make for some badass merch.
Oh, maybe.
Marketing is the first thing that pops in my head, just because I studied it for so long. So that's
It's like
why
the last thing that pops in mind.
Okay, Bart. Well, we're different people.
I just don't really think about it. It's probably really good, though, that you do think about that kind of stuff. I mean, oh, it's pretty important, I guess. What up, Levitation, joining on D-Live? D-Live's been pretty quiet. Hey, thanks for the follow.
I forgot about
It's too far away.
Yeah, no, it's my D-Live community's been growing, even though I'm still really new there. I got like 20 or 30 or some odd people following. And people give these like limes and pancakes and ice creams and cancer mode on rip. Donate all that stuff.
Wait, did someone just say that in D-Live?
Yes, they did. Levitation just said that. He's like, cancer mode on. Booyah. He didn't say the booyah. I added that for effect in case you didn't know.
Got you.
It's like a 80s,
You need to get a
90s thing.
t-shirt that just says booyah, put a rainbow pattern across it, and I will buy it. I swear to God.
Oh my god, I bet you would. Mostly because you're gay. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
I was recording. I now suing. Yeah,
Okay.
lawsuit.
We've got recordings of you talking about yourself being bi, though, and all that, so I don't think that would matter or go anywhere.
I don't know. I'm the straightest, most white Republican male you've ever met.
Right?
Man, that joke would come off really funny if I wasn't white. Damn.
Excuse me, sir, we don't talk about politics here. Okay, thanks. That's a huge mistake. You get what I did there? See what I did?
No, can you explain it?
I can explain it very bigly. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. We were right to not laugh at that.
I missed this.
Just the backyard bullshit banter. Yeah, no, I love it. Not even playing the game, just kind of probably not even watching the stream anymore. Just chilling, talking.
It's in my background.
So in other words, no. You're just a number on a piece of paper now somewhere. Oh man, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this shit. Like, the only thing I'm afraid of, though, like I said, is the new World of Warcraft. To me, is stupid easy. Like, fall asleep at the keyboard playing it. This one made you work a little bit, but I feel like it strikes a really good balance between not being crazy grindy or hard. Whereas it's hard enough that it's not like all the new shit that's based on WoW coming out today that you literally just mash 2 keys and fall asleep at the keyboard. The gameplay itself kind of boring. So, I'm afraid there's going to be some parts where you go, man, this fucking sucks having to kill 400 zebras to get 4 hooves. This is dumb. Because, I mean, you've seen me sitting here killing these things. I started out, I had like 12 or 13 split bone necklaces. I've been killing these guys for a while, and now I'm up to 19. So I'm still got to get 6 more. Woo! Thank you for the diamond. Cancer mode off. Fuck that. I don't know what a diamond's worth. What is that thing worth?
It's 100 of them.
100 of them? Yeah, but I don't know what 100 of them is worth. What's 100?
Each lemon is a 1/12 of a cent.
Oh, cool. So that means 12 of them is a penny.
Correct.
Check out those math skills. Right? I've got like 1,500 or something of them, but to become an affiliate, I need like 100 or 200 followers and 2,000 of them in lockdown mode, whatever that means. I looked that up and I was like, oh, neat. So I'm like most of the way there with the lockdown and then whatever. So.
Yeah, I was keeping them just in case they decided to be worth anything, but I haven't really done anything on this website. I might eventually go back to it if I stop liking streaming on YouTube, because I really like listening to real music when I'm streaming.
Yeah, I feel you there.
I'm out of range.
And Twitch and this site will let you do that or whatnot. I don't know. I like what? I can't carry anymore. That's fucking dumb.
And I
like-
definitely like this site more than YouTube. Or not YouTube, but Twitch.
Now you'll have to explain why on that one.
I like the site more than Twitch because I think community is just better as a whole.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that.
Except for that fucking guy who just said cancer mode on.
That's all he said though, so it's not like he actually went into cancer mode. Maybe he was about to like type up a bunch of racial shit, but see, they right at the front of the page. This is why I'll never advertise the page, because right on your like channel stream page, it's like got your video stream, and then right under it, it's like banned words. So right under that, the first time Caleb looked at it, because he was over at my house at the time, he's like, "Oh, I thought those were your tags." I'm like, "No, right under the freaking page where you get to preview your thing, you got all the words that you never want to see on your chat. That's how that works." So
It should be like
it's got a bunch of
not safe
racial
for work
shit and
spoiler.
Nazi shit in there. It's like, oh, okay.
Shouldn't it? Yeah, they should do like a not safe for work spoiler on tags, like, or not tags, but on banned words.
Yeah. But I thought that was funny. Ice cream, though. See, what is that?
10.
Cool. And how are you getting these? Did you pay for these, or like just watching gives them to you over time?
Watching other streamers gives it to you, but I got all mine through donation.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you can get them donated to you, and then donate them to others. That's
Right.
kind of cool. I don't think you can do that with like Twitch's bits or whatever.
I don't know.
I never really
I'm
looked
sure you
into it because
can.
you just don't have a pot of bits.
But yeah, because I don't think bits aren't cryptocurrency. D-Lives is.
Neat. I like that. That's really cool.
The only thing, the reason
What up,
like
Dusty?
I actually stopped using D-Live the moment that this happened. You can't buy the cryptocurrency with PayPal because you can't buy currency with PayPal.
Okay, yeah. I remember hearing something about that. Like someone back with Bitcoin, someone tried to do something with PayPal and it became a big thing. This was like years ago or some jazz.
But and I think that's the main reason why this site's not going to take off in donation wise, because nobody's going to make an account on a website they don't know or haven't heard of to handle their money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it did initially start its explosive growth because frickin' PewDiePie, of all people, jumped on it and goes, "Hey, I endorse this website."
Right.
So.
I don't think he would endorse it if it wasn't a good website. That's why I'm not dissing on it. I just don't think it's going to take off as fast as.
Like Twitch, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
YouTube freaking deleted YouTube Gaming. Like, you could still
Yeah.
go to the website, but they took all the shortcuts and everything
What in
off.
the hell is that shit? Like their own freaking thing. And now they got like YouTube Red, and then they're gonna be like, no, it's not gonna be YouTube Red anymore. Now it's just gonna be YouTube The Zone or some stupid like, what is this? YouTube make up your
TV.
damn mind. Yeah. No, that is the thing now. It's like a YouTube TV thing.
Yeah,
They can't make up their damn mind on what they're trying to do. And they're trying too hard to impress other places. Like at one point, I don't know if it was YouTube trying to do this, but one place was trying to make China all happy, and then YouTube is trying to make India all happy, trying to do stuff Indian. I don't know.
Look, I'm cool with giving spotlight to parts of the world that doesn't normally get spotlights, but you can't just switch an entire algorithm to cut out everybody else.
Fucking tell that to China. China has YouTube banned and like Imager banned and like a bunch of shit banned. And then they got all kinds of pissy about us banning, what was it called, Uway or something like that?
Their cell phone brand.
The cell phone brand. No, that's their streaming brand too.
Oh,
Well, I thought it was anyway.
It's Huawei. It might be more than just a cell phone brand, but that's the only thing I know it for.
I'm pretty sure that was also their like Chinese YouTube or Chinese Twitch, I guess to be a little bit more accurate. But I don't know that for a fact. I just, like, they got super pissed off when they banned like a bunch of our nonsense. I say ours, but it's really more international. But I guess they're not thrilled with it.
YouTube's never hid the fact that they favor more like non-American creators. I mean, that's the big giant reason why PewDiePie got famous, because he moved several places when YouTube was booming.
Yeah, it was Sweden and then Europe and I don't remember where. Germany,
And then he was coming to America regularly for like talk shows and stuff and he would upload videos while he was there. And since it was uploading in America, in Sweden, and it was showing that it was being popular all over the world because it was getting more local analytics and wherever he was at.
Yeah. Like, I know if you're uploading in Russia or whatnot, then you got a lot less American viewers, whereas, you know, like, there's freaking millions of Russian videos, but if you're just typing something in there, literally not using Russian characters, you're not going to get a whole lot of Russian videos back. But if, like, there's a couple of games out there that I played, like Fallout Online, I think you played that with me a little bit, Online, and a lot of the player base of that game is Russian, so then you start to see some of the Russian videos, you know, and like it's the same basic principle. Localized videos, you can start getting a larger viewer base in that area, and once you have it, then there, yeah, if some people from there like it or whatever, then it continues to grow in that trend. Kind of makes you wonder. Like, I know
It's too far away.
Poods, Felix is worth like a crap ton of money just from his YouTube or whatnot now, but if he had the money to move from Sweden to Europe and come over to America regularly before YouTube was big, like, how did he have that?
Well, I mean, when he was going back and forth to America, that was his
He was
peak.
already pretty.
Well, not, I guess not peak, 'cause he's got almost 100 million now, but yeah, he was doing pretty good on YouTube, but he's never made it. Forgot the word I was gonna say, but he's never made it. He's never hid the fact that he was like well off before.
Yeah, he's never outright said it or anything either, but I respect that he doesn't try to hide it like a bunch of YouTubers. I feel like I'm not telling myself here, but I'm not really telling myself because I am so damn broke. Yesterday I was in the middle of a stream, my internet cut off because, you know, we were so behind on the damn bill. But you know, a lot of people come in here and they're like, man, you have almost 5,000 subscribers, you must make boo koodles of money, and I'm like, yeah, I wish.
Man, before YouTube and did this thing where they claim all my videos.
Right.
Be...
And not just YouTube either. Shit, like any company or anyone can just come in and be like, yeah, that music right there that I've never heard of that makes this sound for 4 seconds, that's mine. So I'll take all your money, please, on that video. And YouTube just lets that shit happen all day long. There's no countermeasure in place, no checks and balance system, no you've been a bad boy and had a lot of your claims rejected, so we're going to start looking at them kind of system. It's just all of it's automated because that's their way of spending the least amount of money. Thanks, Google.
I think I've told you this before, but there was this one post on Twitter where it said, fuck you at this guy, and he was like a Minecraft YouTuber or something. And that guy, Minecraft YouTuber, looks up who it was claimed by, and it was claimed by him. He goes to his channel, dude has 0 subscribers and no videos. And he has a video uploaded that says, fuck you, this guy.
Yeah, and he's probably making a share of the money off of that one freaking video.
I'm sure they've gotten to it by now because he made it so public, but if they don't come out and like brag about it and stuff, how are they to know that he's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
It's a ridiculous system.
It's really freaking dumb. 100% agreed. Like I said, there's literally no checks and balances. And that's why YouTube has been descending in popularity amongst live streamers for a while. Like, they had Twitch by the balls in a way for a while just because of the huge populace that's on it versus Twitch. But Twitch allows these little nuances, like being able to play whatever music you want and not lose all of your income, la-di-da, etc. Little things like that help. But YouTube's losing a lot of its creators because it's becoming harder to be a creator on that thing than, like, anything. It's just dumb. And I get that because they're so large, they want to protect themselves and CYA and all that, but there is definitely a balance, and they haven't hit it. At least not in my opinion. But I don't think they're ever going to care to hit that balance either because of how well they have done, and they don't need to care, basically. They don't see the profit margin failing or falling anytime soon. There's no reason for them to care. They just continue to grow explosively. So why care?
The problem with YouTube is they're owned by Google, so they lean more towards innovation than perfection.
Well,
Because they open up so many avenues, but haven't perfected any of them.
yeah. As seen by the fact that they delete their own services.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube Gaming, what's that? That was around for a year.
Well, they're trying to delete gaming in general. But
Yeah, no, like live stream gaming, I've noticed big time just the popularity sink among YouTube and gaming channels at all. And they'll send out these little surveys like, hey, how do you feel about YouTube? You're not satisfied? Oh, are you a gamer? It's like the next question on the stupid survey. Do you do gaming videos? Are you considered a gaming channel? And then, like, you answer a bunch of questions, but basically that's where the guys stop reading the stupid survey. I just imagine it in my head. Some guy, okay, question number 1. You're not happy with YouTube. Question number 2. Oh, he's a gamer, that's why. Okay, next survey. You know? They'd never admit something like that. That's just, in my head, that'll be the way it is because of how they treat like, basically like the cancer of YouTube in their own minds.
right.
I don't see why though. I mean, gaming is where so many channels exploded in popularity from the get-go. Originally, PewDiePie was not a gaming channel. It was a like Photoshop tutorial kind of channel, and then he started doing gaming, like scary games, and that's what he blew up.
Right.
I'm telling you what, having someone to sit and chill and talk with. I know he's AFK right now. Maybe you can hear me like talking because you've got the headset on the table or something silly like that. But having someone to sit and just chill and talk with while doing one of these rounds definitely helps. It's just pretty awesome. Pretty nice.
I can't carry anymore.
Critical.
It's too far away.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just saying, obviously not to you, because, I knew you were gone, so get back. No, I was saying, like, I'm sitting here doing what I consider a little bit more of a mindless grind, fighting things that are 4 and 5 levels above me, which is something not many classes can do, by the way. This game had elements of difficulty like that, which was nice. But anyway, I'm sitting here doing this grind, fighting these things that have a pretty low drop chance. Killing things really slowly because they're a lot higher level than me, and having someone just to sit and chill with and chat, like how we used to do with all kinds of games and just chill and chat. It's been nice. I've enjoyed it. That's what part of the reason I'm really looking forward to
I'm out of
like us playing the game together, because stuff like this, even though it's not very grindy, because I'm not giant on grindy games, it's not super grindy, but stuff like this is a lot better, a lot more fun if you got someone to just chill and cut jokes with and have fun with,
Man, I wish you'd get to the point where you could stream and make videos, because I would enjoy recording with you, but I'm not feeling streaming as much.
Well, when you get World of Warcraft, record all your shit and make awesome videos out of it. But I don't know if you noticed, I took a week went to a family reunion. Also, I was basically going to, not live stream or nothing. But I had to take time to make a crap ton of videos for that week because I was gone. So I've got like a bunch of legit edited videos. And there you go. So, booyah and all that stuff.
So all this bear from Quest or
The bear form?
Hello.
What up, Josiah?
bear,
Hello.
yeah, I guess.
Yep, that's one of them.
Much.
Bear form,
Guess I'll
aquatic form, how to solo farm the manual crowd pummeler, which is the weapon I'm using. Basically the best weapon in the game, starting at level 29 all the way to 60 for a feral druid if they utilize the charges on it.
Right.
It's the only class in the game that can say its best weapon in the game. They can get at 29, even at max level of 60, it's still the best weapon in the game. Better, and it's a blue weapon instead of the legendary staff you get out of the final rate of the game. This one's still better if you're using the charges on it. That increases your attack speed by 50% for 20 seconds. Or 30 seconds, whatever it was. No, 30 seconds. That's pretty freaking massive damage.
Accidentally
boost.
looked at your channel art again.
Well, I mean, you're the one working on it.
No, I'm talking about the one you have right
Oh! The
What
one that
happened?
you were working on?
now. No, the one you're using. The one that misspelled travelers.
Is that misspelled?
I'm pretty sure it is, but I can't.
You should look it up, because I'm not sure. I think I'm the one who did that, and I did it wrong at first. I'm like, that looks right, but I don't think it is. And then I went and looked it up, and I was like, that's right? That doesn't look right.
Yeah, you definitely misspelled it.
Oh,
It's got
rip.
2 L's in the end of traveler. There's only one.
Quit pointing out my flaws. On stream.
It's only on weekends.
Only on weekends? What's only on weekends? Time
Oh,
travelers?
Funimation. Yeah, kind of.
Extra L's. That's only on weekends. You have more time.
Right. It's only during daylight saving time. Okay, thanks.
Funimation making me mad today.
What's been making you mad?
Funimation.
Oh,
They're down right now.
well, that's why they're making you mad. You can't be watching all your weeaboo
I don't know why
porn,
it's different.
porn anime.
No, I met a lot of people actually.
Not a lot of people actually, or
I
not a
met
lot
a
of
lot of
porn?
people actually.
Oh, through your anime porn?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
Mark, you know 3 of these pictures you sent me look like paintings that furniture stores would have in their bathrooms.
now you're making me feel old. You realize how bad your preferences are, right, Mark? Like, the old, the old guy. Shut up.
That's funny.
Fucking- you're
I know a
probably
lot
the
about
sad thing is you're
bathroom
probably-
furniture store paintings, considering I worked at one for 6 months last year. They were all bad.
Oh my god. Wait, did you say bathroom furniture store paintings?
Yeah.
There's
hang
there's
some
an
up in the
elite. Wait, there's an elite retailer of specifically bathroom paintings.
How do you get the hashtag?
This is the shit RS
Two.
channel.
That's crazy. KRB.
Ouch.
Oh,
Your hashtag at the end. Choose.
my hashtag.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I am also
your-
confused.
On your profile on Discord.
What hashtag?
Oh, it's 2019.
Oh. How about that?
Someone donated me a month of Nitro, so I can have animated profile pictures and
Really?
change my tag.
Cool.
Oh wow. How much is it by the way?
It's like $5 a month for the non-game library version. For the one that only gives you emotes, which I think is dumb, but someone gave it to me anyway.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lemons. What's a lemon worth?
1.
Oh. Okay, cool.
I am now all out. I have 0.93 of Alino points somehow.
How do you have decimal point?
I don't know. I'm gonna donate my last one and see if it tells me no.
Probably.
You received 0.93 lemon. I'm kidding. Didn't say anything.
Just so you have to look at a decimal every time.
I don't even know how that works. Okay, this guy's been trying to get me to go to Desolates for a while, so I'm gonna go. I don't know where I want to quest next.
Greetings, man.
Why do I have your stream open on 2 different platforms? What the hell am I doing?
Watching dual platform.
Google Chrome is screaming at me right now. Like,
Shut one
You're
down.
obviously doing the right thing.
I've got them both open in like 1080. So
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
while
Your
Photoshop's
internet's
open,
not gonna be thrilled about that.
Photoshop's really bad. Taste on it.
The hinter.
are you talking about optimization or just the app in general?
Happen to don't take a lot. Photoshop does.
This app is great.
You get app to have Photoshop marks based on a lot of stuff on Discord.
I don't think I like Mark that much.
I don't like Mark that much.
Stay away from them.
I'm with you on this one.
I wish I was good enough at it that I could do it really quick though, but it took me 2 hours to make that thumbnail I had.
Oh damn. I find
Because I
that
had to watch a bunch of
texts
tutorials.
often are the hardest thing.
Yeah, because the way their text system works, if you want to do anything cool, you have to add your own pattern. So you have to like make it instead of them having like presets. But since Adobe Flash is getting killed, I had to actually learn it
Why are they killing Adobe Flash for?
because it's old AF.
Yeah, Adobe Flash is old. Not paying attention to chat. What do you mean easy? I'm paying attention. You're the only one who said anything. Although I'm gonna start ignoring you now because I don't like you. Just kidding. Not kidding.
It must not be the 2 platforms that I'm on.
Yeah, he's on Twitch. He's on Twitch. I can't believe for a while I actually streamed to 4 platforms.
How do you do that, by the way?
3 streams. I mean, it's handy.
How many are you streaming to right now?
Just 3.
Oh, okay.
But there
You
was
should
a
have
while
4.
where I was streaming
How do you still have your Mixer link in your description then?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it someday.
Wait, you can have a custom TubeBuddy link?
Yeah.
What's that? Whoa.
Huh.
Here.
Honestly, Mark, it's very similar to the other shirt that I talked about earlier. If you released a shirt that just said WAH in lowercase with a period at the end of it, I would buy it.
You just must need some fucking shirts, bro.
Probably
I just
does.
I like inside joke shirts.
That's what she said.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the point
I
of it.
was also wondering.
I really wish
Sorry.
your crickets would have piped up.
That would have been good. And I've got crickets over there right now, which is the saddest thing. But most of them got ate yesterday.
Damn, Mark, you struggling, I guess. You need McDonald's. I can get you some McDonald's, bro. Come on.
Don't choke to death.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm okay with that.
Oh no, I gotta find my joke so I can tell you. Hold on, there's gonna be a lot of scrolling. I hit peak comedy when I said this. What was it? Must have not been that funny if I don't remember.
Oh, yesterday we were goofing off in chat, telling Chuck Norris jokes to remember, what's it called? To remember, like, Baron's chat. That was a big famous thing that became a meme and a joke before they were real popular memes on World of Warcraft. Just Baron's chat.
Yeah. I think I went back too far and now I'm mad. 'Cause that means I have to go back through all the messages I just looked through.
Sounds painful.
This ain't the joke, but I found another one. So I'm working on a project right now with a voiceover. I'm playing a demon in an animation.
What animation?
It's somebody else's animation. It's real low key though, because it's like an entire brand, so I can't tell you any details about it. But
I
there's
don't remember.
Mark won't, but you might. There's an angel, a demon, and like fate in this storyline. I'm playing the demon. And I was talking about it with Senna, and he was like, "What kind of angle are we talking?" And immediately, like a nanosecond after he said it, I was like, "At least 90. Gotta stay warm."
Okay.
That's like 90% of mine and Senna's conversation is him opening with something and me making a really stupid joke.
Or no you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's 90% of my stupid jokes. Oh, got it.
I'm searching. You know that was funny. To try to jump to it in Discord's search bar.
You should make a meme room.
Say what?
Hey, look in the meme room.
I can't do that right this second. Looking for somebody. in the
TB.
game.
B.
What?
Look, I found on Google. Look, I found on YouTube actually a couple days ago.
Oh, the first thing I saw was a picture of Lin Lin's, like, what is this?
Yeah, look above it.
40, 55 bucks. So, I was really confused. I was like, neat.
Yeah, look above it.
Wait, what? Are you, meme chat?
Yeah, I have a Pix and Memes chat. Although, like I said, if you guys end up looking for anything more than like a week old or whatever, you're not gonna find it because this server had a quote unquote makeover
No.
like a week ago.
You have like a trading mix.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about because the last thing in memes chat is Lin Lin's photo. You got me out of Photoshop and my Google Chrome browser for some weeb bullshit.
Well, I have some fucked up ones on there.
Is it Weeaboo or whatever?
No.
It's anime. And one of them looks like illegal porn.
Nope.
It really does.
The bottom one's actually called Sekirei.
I wasn't talking about the one with the book, fam.
Oh, that one. So that's your wife. Oh, you mean talking about the top one?
Mark, you need to give me the madman rights so you ain't gotta jump out. Cause it straight up looks like lolly.
It's not.
Streamer has practically admin rights. I think a streamer can't ban now because.
I can't delete.
Oh. Huh.
It's
I'll
not
have to
lolly
go
at
back
all.
and look at that again then at some point. It's just like I said,
It's just etchy.
freaking 2 mods now on 2 separate occasions going through. I mean, they were friends, I guess, but gone
Was
through
Austin
and
one
went
of them?
rogue. Well,
That's why-
Austin's
what's the
quote
name?
unquote friend was one of them. So
That's
you
why
take
what's
that
the
how
name
you
won't come back.
want.
I haven't heard Austin's name in a solid minute.
He rejoined. What up, Positive Vibes? Thank you for the donation. He rejoined in the Discord before, like, it went. The next guy went rogue, I guess, and then he got banned again.
Wait, you had someone go rogue in the new Discord?
It's like I said before, it wasn't a new Discord. It's still the same Discord that had close to 2,000 people in it.
Oh.
It's just been moderated, I guess. Someone banned / purged 1,800 people. Basically everybody except for the other sexy helpers and the Supreme Overlords, because those are the only people they couldn't remove.
There's a way to prevent that though.
Yeah, not give anyone admin.
Bots overrule admins. Or
Then what's the point of having admins?
I don't like that idea at all.
Yeah.
no, you have
I mean,
admins, but
You're trying to give a
have
robot
bots.
power.
Yeah, exactly. Haven't you seen what happened on frickin' Twitter when the robot got power? Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, we elected one in office, but
you like
Because
robot with power?
that is a half silent it should have been. That was a depressed silence, not a this wasn't funny silence. That one was a this isn't funny silence.
I gotta do another debug. I'm pretty sure this was a GM sending, mod sending in a message in the thing, but if you're in Eastern Kingdoms, you're about to be disconnected while we debug something.
Why does it sound like a that goes on? Like a fucking torpedo going through the house.
Meanwhile, I think I'm going to the Eastern Kingdoms right now. Oh no, I'm in Eastern Kingdoms and leaving them, so that's good.
Mark, why is it when I go or when I think about your channel, the first thing that pops in my head is like children's cartoons?
Dude, I loved Cartoon Network for the longest time. What are you even talking about? Freaking Adult Swim was great. Dragon Ball Z even, and that was sort of anime.
Adult Swim was great actually. Back then.
Oop, rip, there goes. That was just what they were talking about. I don't know. I could watch Disney shows with my kid all day long. I could do it.
Yeah. I don't know why. Just
I'm a kid at
I
heart.
don't know why.
What shows do you watch, B?
What?
What shows do you watch?
None now. But
Wow.
I was real into SpongeBob.
My friend Dad was really into SpongeBob.
I watched a little bit of SpongeBob, but it just feels
I
like
watched
it's
the whole thing.
slightly after my time.
He recorded the whole thing.
Mark, you're like twice as old as me. Of course, it's after your time.
Yeah, I guess. It feels like the new Ren and Stimpy, you know?
Yeah.
In your Romans times, SpongeBob.
I feel like you're doing that thing again, Josiah, where you talk, but you don't think before you talk.
No, I'm just tired.
And we say, like, new something, and then the first thing that pops in your head that has the word new in it, you say, and then add the thing that we were just talking about into the sentence to make it relevant somehow.
No, I'm just tired. I'm 24/7.
Go to sleep.
I can't.
Well, then lay down and pretend to sleep for 8 hours like I do every night. Because that you can do.
I accidentally slept for 7 hours at 1 p.m. yesterday.
Oh wow.
So you woke up then at 8? Did you
Yeah.
go back to sleep like at midnight or something, or did you just stay up?
I went back to sleep at 1 for like 2 hours.
Rip. Your circadian rhythm or whatever it's called is going to be all kinds of out of whack here. If you don't fix that shit.
been that way for a while.
I feel you.
The only time I get editing done is at like 3 a.m.
You just wait till frickin' World of Warcraft actually goes live in August, man. My circadian rhythm will be... What circadian rhythm? You know, when every time I'm actually laying down pretending to sleep, I won't be laying down pretending to sleep. I'll be, like, leveling up on frickin' World of Warcraft. We're gonna have a lot of casuals in the guild, like what you were talking about you're probably gonna do. So there's gonna be a bunch of people that still take their time leveling up. But eventually we all get to the max level and then just kind of work on gearing ourselves up or helping people get geared up and fighting in PvP and stuff anyway.
If you hit me with a core group this go around, I'm blocking you on World of Warcraft.
I don't think there's gonna be a core group.
If you call it something else and it's the exact same thing, the same applies. Just consider it a template for everything you do.
The only thing is if I'm like still progressing and trying to level up and you need like me to come down 30 levels to do something, I might not do that like all the time. Like we'll be chilling in Discord and chatting and playing, and if you're like 20 something levels and someone's bugging you trying to kill you or PvP, and I'm gonna come right over and I'm gonna fuck them in the face because that's PvP and that'll be me backing someone off my guildie. But if it's like I need help grinding 20 of these mobs, and I'd be like, well, you're gonna have to do that quest on your own there, pal, or find someone more level appropriate. That's all. That ain't a core group, that thing. That's a I need to work on my character while you're working on your character kind of thing.
I see, I see your alternate account still being 20 levels above me at all times.
Alternate? You mean my main?
Well, Caleb said you were more likely to get an alt when we started.
If Caleb, well, see, this character's gonna get wiped, so I'm gonna have a new main that'll be a druid. But then, if Caleb's gonna be playing at certain times, what I was thinking about doing is making an alt. If he can't keep up and play basically just the alt, so we all stay about the same level, when it's me and him, or me and him and you, or whatever. But likewise, like I said, I'm planning on busting one character up to 60 kind of fast. I don't know what I want to do with the other character. Like, having more than one druid doesn't really seem that useful. All it would do is save respecking costs later on. But I really like druid. And warlock and mage are pretty strong too, and so is a rogue. So I was thinking maybe I'll do a rogue or something like that for an alt. I just don't know. Or a mage, or a
If you try to
warlock.
play a rogue while I'm playing a rogue, you're gonna catch Hans BOGO.
Buy one, get one?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard gonna catch Hans BOGO. My god. Oh, that's pretty good. Where'd you hear that shit?
I fucking came up with it, bro.
That's pretty good.
Like, I said it about a month ago. Talking shit on Rocket League with Spinaco at the enemy team, and it's stuck.
It works out.
I'm sure I wasn't the first person to say it, but I'm the first person to perfect it.
There you go. Oh my god, the other freaking dirigible Zeppelin is there already. Oh, by the way, if you're talking about world fast travel, if you look now, right now, I'm doing the quote-unquote fast travel. Shit, it's leaving. Yep.
Whatever you were looking at, the map or whatever, looked straight up like Dora the Explorer.
What? No, it doesn't.
Yeah. In my head, it was, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. Okay. Maybe you didn't say it just like
Dora.
that, but you don't know who Dora is?
He watches anime pretty strictly, so...
No, I know what that show is.
Dora is technically an anime.
It's animated. Is it made in Japan?
No.
If it was made anywhere, it was probably Mexico.
He knows instantly because he knows all of them.
We just Google it.
Yeah. So this is the fast travel. I just traveled from... now I'm in Durotar, Orgrimmar, which is the capital of the orcs and one of the three capitals of the Horde. But I started from down here in Grom's Goal or whatever, and rode a Zeppelin over here. Now I gotta ride another Zeppelin to go from here to Undercity.
I googled where was Dora made, And the first thing that pops up is Dora the Explorer, an illegal immigrant. BBC News.
Oh my gosh. Because Trump's in office. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Dude, Dora's 20? What the hell? The show came out
Really?
in 2000. Yeah, this came out in 2000.
My god, I did not know. Holy crap.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I get the feeling Rule 37 just popped up. Or 34, was it?
Yeah. No.
Oh, I heard yeah. Like, yep, you got it. Some Dora explored, never mind.
Some website called SpanglishBaby.com that says how Dora the Explorer was born. I'm not clicking this link.
Smart man, smart man.
That's bad. That's at the bottom of the page. That's on the first page of when you Google Dora.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
Sponsored link.
All I'm saying is if anything that I could turn into a joke, no matter what it be, offered me a sponsorship deal, I'd probably take it. I'd wear like a Viagra hat or something every stream.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Um,
Making a meme every time I die. I'm just like, it's the Viagra Falls.
Name yourself Viagra. What was I gonna say? After you get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, is there like a site to help you partner up to do sponsors and sponsorship videos and stuff? I ended up finding that a long time ago.
Honestly, at the rate I'm going right now, I might be at 10,000 by the end of the year.
Nice. What are you at right now?
I'm only at like 724, but I've gained 20-ish in the last week. And if it keeps snowballing.
Snowballing definitely happens because over the last like 6 months, I think I have stayed right about where I'm at, up and down. I mean, YouTube's doing purges, but I'm still gaining some here and there. But prior, when I was really going nuts with Clash of Clans, it got to a point where I was getting 100 a day.
Yeah, that was
Or
nuts.
close to it.
That was an awkward
But-
era for me streaming because everyone around me was blowing up. It was sad.
Well, I got tired of the game. Like, it was fun for a while, but eventually the humor I realized, or the fun of the game was just literally me ripping on 6-year-old bases and them getting butthurt about it and me making jokes about that in the stream, and that wasn't as fun.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't really enjoying the game so much.
I like really enjoy doing community stuff. I'm just not at the point where my channel can support community stuff.
Yeah, Caleb and I did, like, looked at a bunch of stuff that, what was his name, Mr. Fruit was doing, and a lot of that looks fun. Like, a lot of that stuff. There's some games that include the community, that kind of stuff. But, I mean, like you said, I've got a pretty nice community, like a very supportive, epic community that I love, but I just don't feel like there's enough of them that at any given point in time just go, boop, all right, let's do this, and have some people there to do it.
Right.
Which obviously I feel is pretty important. But I do feel like between us, we would have enough that, like, if you and me and, like, Cryptic Edge, who I hadn't even spoke with in months, by the way. I mean, what was his name, Ryan?
Yeah. He hasn't done anything in months. I think he's burnt out or either quit.
I believe it. I was afraid of that because, and I tried to warn him, because it started to become really metric centered. Like, really worried about the views and the amount he was getting and this, that, and other. and he was willing to do stuff that he didn't like to get him, and you know, games that he wasn't enjoying anymore to do it. And I was like, man, that's how you're gonna kill it. I've seen a lot of people do it. Gonna burn out that way. But anyway, I feel like if you and me and Caleb are basically our core group got together and we're playing something between all of us, what's up, Marshall Mania? We'd have enough people that between us just being there by ourselves, we could support whatever game we're playing, like a trivia game, and then community could join in on it and be like the community vote or some jazz like that. I think that'd be enough. Like Mr. Fruit did some stuff like that. Thank you for the like, Marshall Mania, man. I appreciate it, brother. I like the way you say brother, like brother, sort of like Jamaican but not Jamaican.
I know the way, brother.
Yeah. He's a troll. Not like an internet troll, but like a literal troll. Every troll in this game, you'll hear them as you start to play or whatever. They sound Jamaican. Stay away from the voodoo man. What's up, brother? They really talk like that, like every NPC troll in the game. Not making a joke. I'm dead serious.
I figured. I was texting, so I wouldn't 100% tuned into that. My bad.
No love. You're out of the core group.
I guess I'm just gonna have to go back to Fortnite.
Who was it? Someone was literally playing that here recently. I think it was Senna. I guess you were playing it too.
I was playing it. I played it.
Caleb swore he wasn't going to, but I was like, yeah, right.
I made a video on it, but I'm not getting into it. I was just playing it for the meme. If you watch that video, it was really funny. And I'm not saying that in like a to my own horn, whatever kind of way. The dude I was playing with had to leave at the very beginning to wash dishes, and when he came back, he was at the edge of the circle because he tried to fall off the map in duos. But I had to run back and get his reboot card and everything, and I made it like an action sequence.
Reboot card?
Yeah, they added the thing from the other one.
Okay, cool. From Apex or whatever. Yeah, I figured they might do that, like, because that was like the most popular aspect. When did I become leader of this group? The most popular aspect amongst other battle royales was the fact that you could get put out and still manage to get back in. So I guess I'm glad that they did that.
I tuned out. Sorry. I don't know. Somebody's messaging me on fucking Discord right now, so I'm trying to get them to shut up.
Tell them to shut up.
And it's way past cameo appearance, by the way. I am the stream now.
Oh, that's fine with me. I don't even care. Like I said, I enjoy having someone to chill and chat with, because a lot of the time I'll be up in here monologuing, because right now, like, none of my buddies have access to the beta, right? And when you guys get access to the game, it'll be a different story. Everybody pop in here, we just chill out, have fun, play the game. Even if we're at different points, like I'm way higher level, whatever, we can still talk about what we're doing, and if you end up finding some dick messing with you, I'll come pop down there and, you know, kill his ass, or, you know, if you need a little bit of help with something, come down there and help out, or blah-da-dee-blah. Or maybe I'm playing an alt. Point is, even if we're not doing the same thing, just chilling and chatting and talking about what we're doing would be fun.
Yeah.
Also, some pretty damn good jokes come out of that. Just spontaneity.
Yeah. I'm alright. It's not as big of a deal if I'm not recording, but if I am, we might have to go into like a not open stream room, because I do not feel like talking to 15 people while recording.
That only became a big issue on Clash of Clans for me. Like, since then, like, Josiah will pop in, maybe once in a while someone will pop in and say what's up. But, I mean, if we continue to grow or whatever, it might become a bit of an issue again, so I'd agree with that. But right now, it's, like, not even a big deal, I don't think.
What are you streaming, by the way, B?
I ain't streaming shit. I'm literally making his channel art right now.
Oh, wow.
Is it beautiful?
No. I have done nothing to it. I have been looking at it for 20 minutes. I've been going through answering messages on Discord, looking at your stream, making jokes. While Photoshop's looking at me like, you fucking peasant, why ain't you doing any work? You doing stuff stupid, they're damn dirty, you motherfucker.
Holy crap.
We have to.
That is a
we have to
really
do with
toxic
by the way.
Photoshop.
That's what I get for getting the cracked version. Wait, don't edit that out.
Don't stream that? Yeah, okay. You right.
I'm gonna need this unlist.
I'll be right to work on that.
How strong?
How strong? What now?
The one you're attacking right now.
It's an elite mob. That's why we're in a dungeon right now. And it's like one level higher than me. And it's taking 3 of us some effort to take it down.
I think every time the FBI hears the word crack, it gets popped up as a notification because it could either be a drug or a illegal software.
I'm out of range.
Damn, Mark, it wasn't that bad. Chill.
Sorry, this time I'm a little zoned out fighting in this freaking dungeon. Trying not to let my healer die here. I thought you had the authentic version of Photoshop, bringing it back around to that. Didn't you have the monthly version or whatever? Or was that Caleb?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
I'll just take that as a broad yes.
I can't lose that.
But I believe Caleb had the church version. I don't know, or he said something about a church.
The church version.
Yeah.
It only lets you Photoshop Jesus onto buff bodies.
Yeah, you're right.
And since
Or
there's
on really, really buff prisoners, just the phrase "Jesus loves you."
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're really uppity about it, so they call it photo stop.
They call it what? Photoshop?
Photo stop.
Photosynthesis? Oh, I'm sorry. You guys were right to not laugh at that.
When hold on, this one's gonna need some work.
I don't even know what you're trying to go for here, but it's great. I love it.
When you send a fire meme to your female sibling, and your mom asks to get it, photosynthesis.
So, photo what?
Photosynthesis.
Oh my god. You're done.
That is probably the most elaborate pun I've ever come up with.
That took work for all of us to reach that conclusion, you know? That
It
wasn't
wouldn't
just
have been
you.
as bad. It wouldn't have been as bad if I didn't stop laughing, or if I'd stopped laughing. Yeah, we need a break after that one.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget to grab one of those cartridges. way you can check that out. We're eBaying. This isn't a low-key promo or nothing, but we're eBaying like an original Nintendo system and a bunch of games for Super Nintendo and stuff, some old collection, trying to make sure we can make bills this month. It makes me a little bit sad because I have some really awesome memories of some of those games, but you know, I also have awesome memories of having electricity. So
Yeah.
that's
Feel you there.
it's pretty good.
You're such a dork.
This is why I wish I was set up on YouTube right, because I'd just send you $5,000.
Set up on YouTube, right? What? You mean just fucking rich is what you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel you there.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be that kind of person. I don't think the money would change me.
I've never had money to give that kind of money, but I was that kind of person when I had a little bit of money. And it was it was great and kind of bad too, because, I mean, I did that until I was out of money, and I was out of money. And it felt really awkward taking too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was weird.
Oof. I almost opened a can of worms. I ain't getting on that. Jesus. It had something to do with charity. I was about to say something real bad. So I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna protect my brand. Just text me later. I'll join the police call with you.
Alright.
That's what a lot of YouTubers don't get that make like cringe compilations or like, you know, wacky moments. Haha, I said the N-word. Like, you know, that's what they don't get is when you're doing anything like this, you're building a brand. They don't care what you do outside of it. As long as you don't make it public. People that don't care can still get views. Piss me off.
Ouch. Alright, love you, baby.
If you still want to keep this, the way this font is and the logo and everything, I'm gonna have to find a more childish background art to use instead of.
You
some of the
can
ones you
change the font if you want. I just like that little branding thing you did. Like
It may not look as good without it. Like,
Well-
because it's really roundy, and the only reason it pops is because it looks either very 60s-ish or very 2005 cartoon where everybody's nostalgic about right now. I look way too deep into this shit.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you see kind of what I was going for there with the background stuff.
Yeah. I like this one with the moon. I just don't like that there's a moon. If it was
You
just
could
that
copy.
background.
You could take a small square of like the lasso tool or whatever. Grab a small square of the stars or whatever from another spot. Copy, paste it onto itself, and then grab that little spot and drag it over the moon if you don't like the moon.
Right.
Worst case scenario, if the coloration in the background doesn't look perfect, then you very simply blur in the colors with the blur tool there.
I honestly could. There's so if this is a 4K image, I could probably just use the top half,
Probably.
unless you want the water
You set, do you set up Twitch
As long
accounts
as it
as
looks
well?
good, I mean, I'm trusting what you're doing with it.
What'd you say, Jessica, or whatever you're how you say that?
Sorry.
Sound like
That's
freaking.
my name.
Did you say it's Josiah?
It is Josiah. It's funny because everyone calls him that, and that sounded like the freaking. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Cars.
Jigga.
Kachiga. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's fine, man. Do you set up a Discord account? Discord, I mean? Discords. And stuff.
I'm confused.
Alright. I'll talk to you after the stream.
Not 100% sure I'll know any better after the stream, but I mean, sure. I'm just confused. Not even trying to be rude. Just
No, do you just set up a Discord and stuff?
did I set up a Discord? What?
Set up a brand new Discord.
Oh.
Oh
thought he
no,
was
this
saying
is the same
Discord.
Discord.
I know that, I'm saying. Busy set up Discords as well.
I mean, I helped set up this one, but it was mostly Caleb.
Sir, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this. The way you transition between conversations.
Yeah. It's like one of my ex-fiancés. Not that that's gonna help you much, but that's sort of exactly the point we're going for here.
What if I was just like, yeah, I get exactly what you mean? Like, I was there. You know. This art with the moon and the water and everything, when you crop out the it can actually look very good. Translate channel.
What was that sound?
It sounded like a piano being moved.
Yeah. That's an oddly descriptive and accurate. I can imagine someone just scooching a piano like 6 inches over. Just, yeah. That's about right.
Hold up, homies. I'm gonna go. I need to go help move this piano. Leaves mic unmuted.
Is that about where you want it, honey? Yeah, that works.
Goes back and sits down. Actually. Why does this image look pixelated even though it's 4K? Like, I know it's in little hexagons, but by the way, a lot of the pictures, like at least 3, were hexagons. You just like hexagons?
No, I don't. They just look cool. Like, I realized that after I sent them. I'm like, huh, okay. But
It's
yeah.
like, I've just always liked 6-sided shapes. You never see them except in like biology class. But
Math? You talking about biology?
well,
Where do you
I'm
see
talking about cells.
hexagons? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Like when you zoom in really far on a honeycomb hexagon.
All right, now think of a second example for us, please. No.
Mesh.
You were proud of yourself for a minute there, weren't you? Came and ruined your
Well,
thunder.
Well, the first thing that popped in my head was like bacteria, but they're not. I think I was thinking of like nanomesh or something out of a video game. Now I can't think of the character that uses it. streams, but it's been like buffering for me for the last 20 minutes.
Let me check.
No, it fixed. Never mind.
Well, it's buffering for me too. I just refreshed. Let me see if that helps. Yeah, that fixed it.
Oh, another thing I was going to talk about. So there's this website that I think it's brand new. I think it's been over 5 months. but-
Hang on. You're super quiet. Let me turn you up. Like, now that I'm in the middle of a dungeon fighting, I know you're talking. Go ahead.
Anyways, there's this website called Betcha. I know, but it'll make sense. It's a website like for completely challenges.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crowdfunding site, and I think it's gonna work. To be honest, if the dude keeps up with it, because he's based out of Germany, which is kind of sketchy to me. But
Yeah, because all the rules are a little different.
yeah, I've looked into it. It seems pretty legit. But it's like a crowdfunding site, and it's, for everything you get donated for doing a challenge, you get like 85-15 split.
Do you get the 85 or the 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 85.
Seemed like a dumb question, I know, but we've
And
all
they
seen
don't-
those.
Yeah, but they don't link with your YouTube channel, so they don't mess with AdSense at all. But the way it works is, you post a challenge and you challenge people to beat you. So, Betcha. Yeah, they worked real hard on that name, but
It's clever in that dumb sort of not clever way.
I don't know. I'm thinking about joining their dev team just to troubleshoot issues and be one of their main creators. Like thinking about uploading like one challenge video or a week or bi-weekly to YouTube or something. Video games, not as much like skateboard kickflips and rapping and shit like that. It's on there right now. I feel like it would actually be something if the platform blew up. But I don't know if it would be more geared towards you since you try to stream more than other stuff.
I have no idea. Like, I don't know what kind of challenges I would do.
I can play WoW longer than you challenged. It's up to 6 days.
No, people have died, literally. Like, Chinese farmers have died playing WoW. I don't plan to do all that. My doctor already tells me I need to lay down for like 8 hours a day or I'm gonna die of exhaustion. So, I mean, it's already a legit concern in my lifestyle. I don't need to be doing stupid shit like that. Exacerbate the problem here.
I was joking.
Yeah, I figured you were, but I wanted to add that in there. Because if anyone out there is watching, might be going, huh.
That sounds
And
like
now,
a pretty good idea.
now you're the reason they freaking died.
I would put that on a t-shirt.
I'm the reason someone died.
I killed somebody with WoW and I've never played it. Yeah, maybe I do just need t-shirts.
You trying to tell us something?
Telling you to make merch so you can send me a free copy.
I don't know if I'll be able to afford to send a free anything.
Freaking Josh was an OG though, if you didn't know at the time. When I released my merch store, he bought everything in it.
Mm.
I didn't even think he was a fan of mine.
Maybe he just needed shirts.
The designs are pretty cool. I'm about to update them though. I think I'm about to change my art on my channel and just leave my sword as a shirt logo. Because I'm getting tired of it. The Rock looks like a vagina to me.
Talking about The Rock, the actor. He is, but no.
You know John Cena's about to be in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I saw an ad for it.
You think they're gonna put him and Rock in the same movie?
I don't know, didn't they have something where they didn't like each other?
There was fake animosity at WrestleMania a while back. I don't know if they actually like each other. I've always liked John Cena though. Seems like a really good guy.
I've liked The Rock. The Rock literally plays D&D, if I remember right. Or was that the other guy, Vin Diesel?
I have no idea.
One of them literally does shit like that.
I haven't watched like 7 of the Fast and Furious movies.
How many are there? 7.
They're about to come out with the 9th.
I haven't watched any of them, so I'm there with you.
I watched the first one The Rock was in, the Fast 5, because I thought it wasn't Fast and Furious. I thought it was just another movie.
Did you like it?
It's alright. When they started overdoing it with Fast and the Furious, I guess you can't make 9 movies without doing a little bit of ridiculous shit, but they like had a muscle car come out of a helicopter in the sky or a plane in the sky or some bullshit, dropping from 100 feet up, and it didn't damage the car. I was like, man,
Yeah, right.
fuck this movie. It doesn't obey the laws of physics.
Made crimes.
That's the cool thing about movies is that a lot of them don't, but don't count.
I don't really like action movies that much. I like The Day After Tomorrow, if you've seen it.
Yeah. That's the that's the one where like the ice age comes in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah,
Kind of
I thought that was
suspenseful, more than action, really.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said, is I don't like action movies. So, I'm more geared towards either comedy or end of the world type shit. That's not directly action. I don't think anybody was trying to kill each other in Day After Tomorrow, unless I'm just not remembering it right.
Well, they did like cut someone down into a mall or some shit like that, but.
I don't know, every movie nowadays, it's like, it's either made on sci-fi or isn't an action movie. Every movie's gotta have somebody die or almost die. No movie can be happy anymore.
Except for some Disney stuff. But I feel like Game of Thrones and Left 4 Dead, not Left 4 Dead, what was the other one? Walking Dead sort of started that trend.
Yeah. I didn't watch a single episode of Game of Thrones.
I love Game of Thrones.
I was told it was really good, but I never got into it because the community was weird.
It was
Like
pretty badass.
everything.
Infidels. They must be purified.
I don't remember when it started. It was like, what, 2011? Not the books, but heard the show. Oof. Everybody went so silent. I'm gonna have to put some music or something. Everything went on so silent, my ears started ringing.
That is pretty silent.
You shall pay
Yeah.
for this treachery.
Shit, I just targeted another ball. Damn it. I fucked that up. I'm fighting the final boss in this dungeon. Oh, she put my ass to sleep. That rude. Oh, never mind. That's right.
What a
She's
prude.
My champion.
No, she's doing the cutscene
At your
where
side, Marie.
she fully heals herself and revives the other boss that you just finished killing. So now it's a 2v. Well, I guess it's 2v.
You know, that's why I have to sleep with the fan on, is because when I lay down, if there's no fan on and it's like quiet, my ears just ring, and
I also sleep with the fan on, but it's partly for the ambient noise, but partly because, you know, I gotta have freaking blood fury.
you gotta be reminded of your biggest fan every night.
I can't carry anymore.
Whew. I forgot how short this dungeon really is. I guess when you talk about all of them, because I'm at the Scarlet Monastery right now. This is the cathedral, which is the final Scarlet. Pick it up, Sean. Final Scarlet Monastery spot or whatever. But before this, you've got a freaking what is it? The graveyard, and then the library, and then the armory, and then the monastery. So if you add them all together, pretty damn crazy long actually.
If you had to pick 2 or 3 colors for a theme, what would it be? I figured one of them's light blue.
Blue, red, yellow probably, because those feel like good kid colors, but like playful.
Primary colors, so that's why it's kid colors.
Yeah, they feel playful, I guess. That's the right way to put it.
I'm thinking about changing my channel art to flamingo pink and yellow. Or not yellow, but orange. Wait. No, yellow was right, because flamingo and then B.
Orange. And you had purple as like one of your colors for a long time. You have some really oblong color schemes, but I guess it's good because it kind of sets you out too.
I've always been into pretty weird color combinations. If you do something different, it catches somebody's eye.
True. Even if it's like ugly. What's the saying? No publicity is, or bad publicity is good publicity, or no publicity is bad publicity.
It's all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. I'll say this: when we went on that trip across country, like I can't tell you 99% of the cars that we passed or whatever, but I can tell you about this one really fugly ass lime booger colored semi truck. So there you go. That's a prime example. I remember that freaking truck.
My mom used to have this little 5-speed Kia car. It was about the size of your average ladybug, and it was lime green. Like, not like booger green or anything. It was like, if green got sick, it would be that color. It was so green you would probably only be able to see the colors around it.
Sounds pretty good.
It's pretty uncomfortable too. She's real small though, so it's perfect for me. Yeah, it don't make no damn sense. My mom's like 4'11" or something. I'm 6 foot.
I quiet is because we freaking just pulled every damn pull there is in this freaking area of the dungeon. And I'm trying not to let people die. I'm not the healer, mind you, but I am a druid. And I always flex about how any good druid knows how to use the damn kit.
I'm looking at images anyway, so. If you want it in there, I can leave it in there, but I don't think the picture I put in your logo looks good with the logo.
You mean our faces?
Yeah, like just with it
Well,
over y'all's faces, it looks. I don't know. I don't want it to be a base color, but I gotta come up with something else for it. I don't know. I wasn't designed for logo creativity.
I like the one thing you did. I thought that, like, I ain't trying to bloat your head or anything, but freaking, I thought that was pretty damn sweet. I've said it a few times, and chances are I'll say it a few more times.
I can come up with good ideas. I just can't.
Diamond in the rough sort of a deal.
No, I mean I can come up with good ideas. I just can't make them.
All right, give me 1 second. Gotta mute and talk with wifey for a sec. Alright, I'm back from talking with wifey, but I also gotta pee, so I'm gonna go AFK to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, so just so everybody knows.
And here we have the section of the stream where I plug all of my information. www.youtube.com.
I haven't left you, you son of a bitch.
CKP.
But go ahead, I'll be right back. all 6 viewers will enjoy it, I'm sure. I'll be right back, everybody. Here's an end cap for you guys to look at real quick while I'm peeing and he's plugging himself. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I upload daily Fortnite compilations. Judging, and the last one you'll probably like because I cranked out some pretty sick 9-bits and just like Mark, I streamed Clash of Clans for 8 hours a day, every day, for 87 years. Fuck, everybody left. Damn. I'd keep y'all entertained, but I don't have it in me right now. So just imagine Spider-Man doing the Orange Justice. I'm sure somebody's animated that.
Alrighty, I'm back. Did you plug everything? Got a billion subscribers while we were gone or whatever?
No, I killed your stream.
Oh. Literally did lose. You lose 4 viewers. So I don't know what you did, but it worked. Went from 6 to 2.
No, I was watching your stream. You said I've got to pee, and they all left. They said
funny.
he's getting close to his penis. Miss me with that gay shit. Just for everybody knows, I am bi. Public record, I can make that joke.
I call things gay and make jokes about it all the time, and I'm not gay, but I'm called gay all the time by my
suing.
wife. Which doesn't make that any better.
Okay. I feel like I learn about a new kink of yours every time I'm in here.
It's not so much a kink as it is, like, I think it's because my voice, it can go really high, yeah! And then I can also go really low. And whenever I'm scared, the frickin' what?
He said, this man hit us with the really low.
No, but I can go really high and really low. Apparently you can go pretty damn low as well. And
Well, my voice is already low, so.
Freaking whenever I get startled or scared, it's always the high pitch. I freaking shriek. I yell like a freaking 5-year-old girl kind of scared voice. And so my wife joked about me having a high pitched voice or sounding like a black woman. So then it went from that to I'm gay, I guess. Yeah, that's a joke for me.
I don't know how to feel about that joke from my brand since there's no black women around to say it's okay.
Or say it's not okay. So there you go.
Haven't gotten a lawsuit yet, so I think I'm doing good.
There you go. That's the defining factor right there. That's the one. We are in America, so it totally works that way. America.
I've got this, I'm not racist by the way. I've got this running joke with another guy on another server where every time he says something that annoys me a little bit, I send him a picture of an emu because he's from Australia. And if you're not aware, for the children in the chat, the Australians lost a war to emus. Emus are ostrich-like birds, if you don't know, by the way. Explaining jokes with TK.
Right?
This has been the educational segment. Hey, that would blow you up though, because YouTube hates gaming. You just gotta like edit out the WoW. And put some subtitles.
Edit out all of the World of Warcraft. Yeah, let's we'll get right on that. Great idea.
You ever see like a YouTuber or somebody use an idea that you thought of like 6 years before it came out?
I don't know about YouTuber, but I've seen that happen for at least one thing that irked me a little bit because I know he's made shit tons of money off of it. You know those air fresheners that stick to little air conditioners and the ones that stick into the vents in the air conditioners of cars? I thought of that shit when I was like 12 years old. So like 22, 23 years ago. And freaking now that some guy made bukus of money off of that.
Yeah, they're making a killing because everyone I see is like $7 each.
Yeah, so feel pretty dumb about that one. Like legit, I can't even be salty though, because I was like 12 years old. I told it to mom and dad. I said, you know, this would be a great invention. This is when in school the teachers were making us think of an invention, and I like my first idea was the dumbest thing ever. It was a construction helmet with a flashlight taped to it. Fun fact, that's already been invented. Like, that's literally a miner's helmet, okay? So don't go pushing your patents out for that one. But one of the ones that followed up was the freaking idea of an air freshener that attached to car vents and the little window air conditioners, because those were pretty damn popular in the 80s and 90s, to make shit smell fresher and spread the air around. And so I told that to mom and dad, and they just kind of like, yeah, that's nice, honey, but, you know, no one will ever buy... Okay! Okay! No one will ever my ass, that shit.
Yeah. You said that, and I can just imagine your parents being like, Mark, go tend to the black-eyed pea field. You just...
Go pick some cotton, son.
You're in North Carolina, right? Or something?
South Carolina.
Yeah, so it works. I'm sure you've
Cotton
got at
is
least
like our
one
biggest
black-eyed pea
export,
field.
but it is, yeah.
I didn't want to say that one. That's a little too edgy.
I get it. I thought about it after I said it, but you know, yeah. I'll roll with it now. It's too late. Did you get a beta key? No, Manos, there are no beta keys. That you just get a beta. Like, check your client. That's how the invites roll.
I'm just on a roll of just calling you out for everything.
Racism, right? I'm colorblind, literally and metaphorically. Thank you. So not a racist, but you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Someone's like,
Ever since I called
you
myself-
racist.
ever
Or,
since
I see
compared my
everything in
voice
black
to a
and
black
white.
woman. Fan, I'll check. Thank you. Yeah, no, I never got an email or anything like that, by the way. Like, when I got accepted into the beta, everyone said, oh, you'll get an email, da-da-da-da. No, that's bullshit. Just update your client and check the drop-down box where it says, like, Battle for Azeroth, and see if you can download the World of Warcraft Classic client. That's literally how it came for me. And I was like, what? And then I logged in and I'm like, oh my god, it's real. I thought I was getting trolled. But yeah, that's how I got access to the beta, like, I guess 3 or 4 days into it. I still haven't gotten an email congratulating or welcoming me to the beta. It literally just was there. That's all. End of story. Great, right?
I just noticed that I'm signed into a Pinterest in my profile picture is one I took 5 years ago. Because I was on Pinterest looking for wallpapers and stuff
5
like
years
that.
ago?
But apparently, I got real into, I didn't get real into Pinterest, I only uploaded one thing, but apparently, I've gotten like a bunch of followers
Damn.
for nothing.
For one upload, apparently. Manos, yes, I'm gonna play Druid on the Horde side when it comes out. That's totally my intention. That's definitely, I'm a Horde for life. Dadgum, my damage with this freaking mace is crazy weird. I do 3 and then 147 and then 41 and then 3 again. 60, 34. Make up your damn mind! Oh god, that guy's gonna die.
That moment when you're playing Russian roulette with your mace.
Right? Ooh, I got the last hit on that guy for 94, by the way. It's a good hit.
Bro, I hate looking for patterns and wallpapers and stuff. I never find good stuff. Cause I want to use this one, but I don't know if I can make it look good because it's a little pixelated for some reason, even though it's in 4K. Maybe somebody took a 1080 image and stretched it to 4K. It's like, yes, this is it. This is what's gonna change the internet.
Boy. I feel like he's gonna be pissed with me saying that. Our tank just died because I wasn't paying attention to his health bar and the priest went out of mana. And my only thing back after explaining that, I was like, I'll take blame for that loss, no big deal, because I wasn't paying attention, but I was down drinking. Next thing I say is, yo, Seer, that's his name, have you tried not dying? He's just like, huh. He was not amused.
Oh god, I just found a picture that would make you cringe. It's so plaid, it makes me cringe. And I like plaid.
I don't like plaid. Plaid makes me cringe. Like,
Why?
I don't know, I just don't like it. It's too square and too opposite colors that do not and should not go together. It's too a lot of things, and those are two of the things that I don't like about it.
I recently
just
picked
don't
up
like
a couple
plaid.
tie-dye shirts, and love it. Well, they're not really tie-dye. I guess they are tie-dye, but they're not multicolored. Like, it's dark blue with light blue tie-dye, and the other one's red with, you know, light red tie-dye.
I like the tie-dye. It's like more organic.
Yeah.
Just plaid is freaking bleh.
I like that flamingos are coming in style again.
Says who?
Walmart.
I wonder where Walmart gets its information.
Me. They were like, hey Tristan, would it be a good idea to put black flamingos on a light orange polo shirt? And I was like, I'll take 3. But I only took 1 because I'm poor.
I heard whore just then, but
I'm that too. I am a slut for water.
I believe it.
Infidels. They must be purified. It's too far away.
What if I just make your channel art the Windows 10 stock wallpaper?
No. Why do you hate
You
me?
shall pay for this treachery.
But it just says WifieandHubster in the window panes. Oh god, we need a karaoke night, fam.
No.
Arise, my
Yes.
We don't.
We absolutely need a karaoke night. Just so I can outclass you guys. That's the only reason.
I could see you singing some freaking country tunes, and I get the feeling you don't even like country. I could totally sing you
Windows and turn the lights
down low. Yeah. Desperado. I could see you singing some shit like that.
I like some country music. I don't like the older stuff. I don't really like the older stuff, really. Hank Williams Jr., Alan Jackson, some Jimmy Buffett. Zach Brown Band was pretty good. Speaking of Zach Brown Band, I'm listening to it right now. Never mind. Beautiful Soul just came on. So, I will listen to Zach Brown Band after. You remember Jesse McCartney?
No.
Yeah. No one else does either. I think he made like 2 hit songs back in 2006. But he's voicing something pretty important now. I can't remember what it is. I guarantee you've heard the song though if you've listened to radio at all in that time.
Which song? Turn the lights
The
on.
one I wanna chase, you're the one I wanna hold. I want you to let it go to waste.
Nope.
You ever... Damn, that was real popular during that time. Not so much anymore, but. Oh, I forgot. You've been listening to Darude Sandstorm on loop for the past 25 years. When did that come out? I feel like it was the 80s. I'm probably hella wrong, though. Hold on. Now I have to know. Oh, it released in 2000. How did a song like that get over without YouTube? It probably didn't. Somebody stumbled across it one day and threw it a meme, and that was it. Damn.
I'm out of range.
I don't Google. I don't know about this one. It says this picture is 5,000 by 3750, but it's real pixelated.
Try opening or saving it and opening it innately.
I don't think it's that good, so I don't know. I'll send it to you. It looks real bad though, like right there. For some reason, it says it's 5,000 by something else. But if it was that, it would be way bigger than that in that picture.
5K is huge.
Yeah. I feel like whoever was working for Google added on 2 zeros. So did Caleb already like give up on YouTube, or?
I don't think he was ever really, like, he never really did YouTube, I don't think. But, I mean, he was talking about starting to get into it, and did, like, one video opening for his channel, and then, like, that was it, I think.
He did a few more videos. I can't remember if it was still subbed to him. I'm subbed to you on my second channel, but I can't see the same WoW thumbnail every day. So when I go over to my second channel, I watch.
It's not the same WoW thumbnail. I've got 3. Thank you very much.
Oh, you can. When I see the same 3 thumbnails every 3 days for 40 days. Nothing. I'm not dissing you, by the way. It's just
I feel
it's a
pretty
personal
dissed.
thing.
I'm just saying.
It's a personal thing. You can make a new thumbnail for every stream. Remember I did that and it lasted about 10 days and I was like, I can't do this. But somebody told me something very important that I figure I should probably tell you now. But and it's stupid and it works wonders. Say you have a GIMP file or Photoshop or whatever. Use use the lasso tool, whatever you have to do to cut out the main art you want to use, and whatever's the last layer, make it where you can change the color, and you can just do a hue scale, so it's a different thumbnail every day, but it's the it just looks different, so people won't automatically not click it when they've seen it 1,000 times.
Wait. Explain that again?
So, you know how you can, in Photoshop and GIMP, you can save them as GIMP or Photoshop files, so you can still come in and go to the layers. Well, on the very bottom layer, use use a photo that shines through to the top layer, or not a photo, but you know, like a color, and you can hue shift it as many times as you want, so you have an endless amount of colors that you can use for thumbnails. So it's different, but it's not.
You're gonna have to make like a little tutorial or something and show me that. Because I know what you're talking about, but I want to see that played out once to see if I know what you're saying.
Sure. I'll make here. I've got time. I'll make a dummy one real quick.
Do it just a super fast recording and show me that in a bit.
I ain't recording shit. I'm just gonna send you 2 pictures.
Well, the whole reason I was asking for a recording so I'd know how to do it if I like it.
Oh. It's just changing the color, fam.
Yeah, but like I can't.
Like it's a solid color, like a huge square.
I get what you're saying. Just I want to see
Yeah.
you practice.
All right.
It's because I love you.
That's not my problem. You pick them up. Throw away the stuff. Pick them up.
Are you confused by the lasso part or the color change part?
Both.
Well, the lasso is just making something a PNG.
I know how to make something a PNG.
Yeah, well that was just the first part.
Okay.
And then the second part is taking a solid color and putting it at the very bottom and just hue shifting it every day.
Well, yeah.
Like,
See, that's what I'm talking about. I haven't done that yet.
I don't know how to do that
haven't-
with GIMP. I assume it's the same. Well, fuck, I guess I could launch GIMP and try it if it's still downloaded. Why do I have GIMP downloaded? Oh, because that stupid artist that I hired to do my art made it a GIMP file instead of Photoshop.
Hey, Manos, are you still there? If you are, thanks for the lemon. If you're not, well, thanks for the lemon.
Thanks for the lemon.
Yeah. And I agree, Alliance scum need to die and da-da-da-da-da. I don't know why, I read that thing, but I never replied to it. I think I'm bad, that's why.
Have they fixed D-Live chat yet to where it's
No,
restreamed?
no.
They should get on that.
Yeah. They've had like 2 updates for Restream chat so far, and neither one updated
It's not
that.
Restream side. I went into like the Restream Discord and added an admin. I was like, why haven't you done this yet? And they were like, because we can't.
Oh.
Apparently it runs on like a different UI, AI, whatever the fuck. Yeah. The coding is different or something, so their D-Live would have to update their entire chat system. And I doubt they'd want to do that because they've got specific, you know, cryptocurrency-based stuff where it goes in and out of banks or accounts anyway. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing
You
this.
were gonna show my dumb ass how to lot of how to make scene-free, boring ass thumbnails.
I see where I didn't explain. Okay, shit. I'm just gonna have to make it. Fuck. Damn, I can't really explain it.
Hello, Hello, my name is Hubster and I approve of that message. I mean, I'm legit interested in it. Because it sounds like a useful freaking thing to know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the laziest way I can.
It sounds like a useful thing that you could legit put on your channel as a tutorial, even though you're not a tutorial-based channel, and be freaking useful for a lot of people kind of video. Hey, creators, you ever get tired of making 1,500 thumbnails?
I would still keep like honestly, I would make 7 thumbnails. If you're gonna end up streaming it every day, I would make 7 thumbnails, and
Damn, that's gonna be a lot more work. But I probably should.
At first, it would be a lot of work, but then if you do what I say and just hue shift, you can have like 20 different of each individual thumbnail, and then it would your channel wouldn't stagnate.
At least not based on that.
Yeah, based on like.
I mean, the fact that I'm boring.
But no.
Plays a small role in that.
When I said stagnate, I meant like if you got repetitive viewers, so they get something a little different each time, that gets them a little excited to click into the stream. Because I remember when I used to stream Unturned or something, it was the same bullshit every day, and it was just boring.
Yeah.
Like, I try to look at everything through a viewer's perspective. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do stuff I like, but if you're not,
If you like the same boring shit every day. I get what you're saying.
Spinago said this shit straight to my face. I was joking about how somebody had one of my playlists on loop for me, and how he used to do that back in the day when I was really into having watch time hours.
I'm out of rage.
Yeah.
I can't stop burping for some reason. But
You didn't get as big into it as like Cryptic did though. Like I was saying, I feel so bad because I tried my best to warn him, and I'm pretty sure it's what you said is exactly what happened. He just burnt his ass way out on it.
I think it depressed him that when he stopped getting subs. And he's had school and stuff and finals.
I tried to warn him about that too, because when he was running out of subs, I said, he spoke with me about it like toward the beginning, and this was last year, I guess, when he first started losing subs. I was like, look, school just started. That's gonna be normal. Very normal. But, whatever, I guess.
I'm not trying to diss Cryptic, but I also don't find him very entertaining. Like, that podcast was hard to get through when I did it.
Was that
I
just
did
you and him, or was I in on that?
Yeah, it was just me and him. We did the Banter Rant podcast, and we were really into it, like, before we did it. But when we actually did it, it didn't go over well. I think it got like 70 views on his channel, and I didn't enjoy it. And judging by, it wasn't a good time though, because we did that podcast and like 3 days later, my grandmother on my dad's side died, so I kind of...
Yeah, that would put a crimp on it. But you can also tell when someone's not enjoying what they're doing.
Yeah. I don't know, everything that he does is just really blank face. I don't feel like he ever puts emotion into it.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like, you can say the same for me, but at least I'm funny.
Mm-hmm. I feel like a good way to say it would be, it almost felt fake, and I'm not trying to rag on him like you said. Really not, watch will be there for listening.
The one
But
time
instead of like
says
laughing at a
consent
funny
to
joke, he would go like, he would do something like, wow, that's really funny.
Aha, lol. And he played Maeve, and I fucking hate Maeve.
Oh, and Smite?
Paladins.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's obviously what I meant.
The thing that originally blew us up for like 50 subs each. Shout out to Paladins.
Yeah. a battle royale or some videos that they made, and I never even looked at it. A bunch of people tried to get me to look at it.
It's real bad.
I think we were playing Fortnite at the time, or Apex or something.
It's got one interesting dynamic that I like. When you like get somebody quote unquote down or whatever, they just turn into a chicken like Pip. And you have a limited time to kill them, and if you don't, they revive.
So they revive on their own.
Yeah,
There was another game that did that, I thought, too.
probably. No one comes up.
There was one where you started out like on a horse at the very beginning.
That's the Paladins one.
Oh, did we play it then?
Maybe.
Let me mute real quick and see what this is about.
It's Pizza Hut, Colin. We miss you. That was such a bad joke, and I'm sorry.
Okay, that phone call was confusing.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, the Pizza Hut joke.
I'm sorry.
You should be. I didn't even laugh. I smiled a little, but that was a courtesy more than a compilation or compulsion.
Why do you courtesy smile through a voice call?
To make myself feel good. Next question.
I just noticed that I've been in here for 2 hours. And I've accomplished nothing.
Nothing. Abso-freaking-lutely. No, I'm just kidding. You've been working tirelessly on my channel art, which is bound to look amazing by now, with all the work you put into it.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of what's on my Photoshop right now.
Go ahead. I'm sure it'll be amazing.
Oh god, where's there? We were talking about the hue shift thing, and so this is what's on my Photoshop right now.
Let's see. I like the color. It's great. It's great. It's totally my color.
No, you were talking about like the doing the tutorial or whatever, and that's what I was doing. I was making the base for it. I feel like it would be such a dumb tutorial though. It would be something that I know would blow up, but it would so dumb.
No, that's just it. All the stuff that I'm so confident this could go great. Like it might not, but this could be the video that goes viral or whatever. I made like the Fortnite shenanigans. I put so much time into that video. I think I got like 30 views. And like I said, it's a good thing I don't really care about that metric. I just wanted to make the video and wanted to make it as good as I could. in case this would be the one that people decide is hilarious and they loved it. It didn't, but the really important part about that is you don't get all freaking sad or whatever when it doesn't.
Yeah. But I don't know if I want to make a tutorial video for my channel.
Make it from mine then. I'll put it on mine and just send your link. That sounds like a legit channel or a legit video. That's I mean, it sounds, because we're both creators, it also sounds like something that'd be like, this would be something everybody wants and da-da-da, it'd be great. But, I mean, only the content creators would even give a damn, and only the ones that are really strapped for ideas to come up with, you know, new thumbnails or the, like, fairly singular content. But I feel like that one could do well.
Right. I'm sure it would. I'm sure there's a video on it. Because I didn't come up with it. I say I didn't come up with it, but I already knew to do it when someone told me.
There may already be another video like that. Look it up. Make a better video than their video.
No, if I made a tutorial, it would be a meme tutorial. I would be coming into that one song that was like, oh god, it was in every fucking tutorial video. Oh, I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
I want to say I know what song you're talking about, but I don't.
I have it saved in my watch later. And I'm gonna watch the first like 9 seconds of it, and I'm gonna see if you know it, because you probably do.
Probably heard it.
It's like real techno-y. Starts off. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. Like I said, it's probably something I've heard. Here's where we get the copyright thing, everybody. Let me see. Let me hear. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna make the tutorial in Notepad. Just typing in Notepad.
Oh my god. That's like the tutorials from 2000 and freaking, when was that? Like 2008, 2009?
Yeah. And it stretched on. It stretched on for a while. There were people still doing this format in like 2013. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it was significantly reduced by that point.
Yeah, because people figured out quality means something.
I guess. What the heck am I filled up with on my stupid thing now? Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Hey, do you put away those? Put away the buttons. Put away the pirate ship.
Infidels. They must be purified.
Where's the elephant?
Instead of explaining it after the stream or whatever, I might just make a tutorial on it and memeify the shit out of it.
You should.
So when I upload it, it's actually funny instead of just being a tutorial. I'll just put that in my notepad of great ideas I came up with.
Oh, you shall pay for this treachery.
I'll let you have it. Like, I'm just saying that I think that could, I don't know. Every other video I've ever thought, this will be the one, this could be the one that blows up, does nothing. And some of the videos that I think just are gonna be the most garbage thing ever actually do fairly well, so I don't know. I've given up trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Arise, my champion.
At your side,
I've been getting consistently the same views for about a month now, and I'm waiting on them to go up. I really hope they don't. I don't care that much about it, because I like making the videos.
That's the
But I also need money.
I've found that the view count is not exactly the big thing that pulls in the money. Like, granted, I say that, but I also have never pulled in, quote unquote, the big money, so, like, my thoughts, it always seems to be that, like, just I don't know how to say it, the secondary money that's supposed to be secondary, the super chat or whatever, is what so far has pulled in the money. For me,
And still, they take
more
so
than
much out of
anything.
that, don't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they take a good chunk.
I think that's dumb as shit. Them taking money for a super chat when a super chat's usually like $2. But I guess when you have billions of content uploaded every day, or billions of hours of content uploaded every day, you tend to make a bit on super chat. After taking 67 cents out of everybody's $2 every time. Don't quote me, but it's probably accurate.
I can't beat that.
You know I hate that smell.
Since you said you don't know if I listen to country music, I've been listening to country music.
That just seemed like something you wouldn't like.
I don't like most. I used to hate it because I used to ride with my stepmom every day to go anywhere, and she'd listen to the same fuck-ass country music every fucking day. This radio station exclusively played.
But I don't
Do what?
I used to really like it, but I don't anymore because it's not like decent country anymore.
Yeah. But this radio station was like exclusively playing the exact same song for 4 years. I don't know what it was up with it. It was like save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Yeah.
Some dumb shit.
I remember that one. Big and
Hated
Rich.
that song. That being said, it probably wasn't a horrible song. It was just horrible to me. Whoa.
What?
I just stumbled upon the picture you sent me, but like the pre-edited version. Like, because there's no moon or anything in it. But it's not pixelated, so I might could use it.
Well, grab that little booger then. Oh yeah.
I don't even know how I stumbled on that, because I wasn't looking at anything.
Google knows.
Dude, oh man. Google killed me the other day. Or Facebook did anyway. I wasn't on Facebook, by the way. At all during this conversation. But I was talking to one of my friends, and we were making a joke because, you know, I'm real big into flamingo now. It's like my thing. But,
What the hell is flamingo? You talking about the dance or the little things you put on the yard? Yeah, the little yard birds.
I find the I find the color very pleasing, but he was making a joke about some kind of Starbucks drink and making me fan art about it with like my face on the cup or whatever. And then fucking a day later I get an ad on Facebook for some really pink drink from Starbucks.
See, that'd be a little scary. Do you have
And-
like freaking Alexa in your home too, or some shit?
I have a phone. And that's the only thing I could think of because you know your phone's always listening.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's not the first time I've had that feeling. Like, what the hell, Facebook? That's the most accurate, specific thing that's happened. Because that means that somebody was listening, because there ain't no way they got that many keywords all at once.
Here's your pink drink, sir.
Yeah.
We ordered it from freaking whatchamacallit and sent it to your home.
It was a tea as well. It was like some kind of pink lemonade tea thing. And he called me tea during it.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. That's when I'd be considering calling it quits from the internet for a few decades.
Can't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Can't. My channel would die.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Well, I went through like my honeymoon phase. You know, you went through your honeymoon phase where you were, I don't know, around 230 something or what have you, and then like we're allegedly just basically were dead for the longest time, and then you started to grow again when it was all of us. Well, I got that copyright strike, and between that and I guess stopping Clash of Clans videos, my honeymoon phase has been going on for a long time where I've been stuck about where I'm at. But again, I look at the stats, but I don't care. Still doing it. Just doing it the way I want, and if people like that, that's great. If not, and still great. I like it.
Yeah, I get you.
The hell are these blue pearls for?
It is
want you
getting warm in my room.
I keep the fan up. My wife, we even learned a Spanish word for it, but I've already forgotten it. It's like friolenza or something. My wife, friolento, I was close. It's a Spanish word that there is no English word for it, but the translation is basically someone who gets cold very easily. And that's what the word means. My wife is a friolenta. Anyway, but I keep the fan on super high all the time, both in the room when we're sleeping and in the living room right now, because the medicine my doctor put me on here recently makes me sweat. I don't know if I told you this before. I've told a few people, but it just like downpour of sweat. Not just a little bit either. Not just a, you know, bloop, bloop, like literally just downpour of sweat. A ridiculously sad, crazy amount of freaking sweat all the time, just getting out of bed. And before, like, a lot of people might think, oh, it's because I'm fat. Well, yeah, I'm fat, it's truth, there's truth to it, but before I could stand out in the heat and not, like, be pouring sweat. Now I get out of the bed in a, 70-degree house, and I'm freaking sweating out the wazoo. It's crazy. And I told my doctor about that, and I'm like, man, this sucks. He's like, yeah, that's a normal side effect. It should go away in 4 to 6 months. I'm like, what?
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So, the reason I stopped taking my
I'm sweating right now.
bipolar medication or whatever is it was making me extremely tired. Like, I was sleeping 16 hours a day.
Mm-hmm. My first fiance ever took medicine that did the same shit, and she was bipolar.
And then they raised my prescription. And I was like, I don't think you're a very good doctor. And I left.
This is doing this to me, Doc. Oh, yeah, no worries. We just need to up your doses. Secretly, it was a plot to kill you the whole time.
It's like when somebody went to the doctor for a headache back in, like, the 1400s, and they were like, you know what? You got spirits in your bones. Do some cocaine about it.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right. Pretty accurate. Do some cocaine about it. Call me in the morning. So dumb, but so accurate. Hey, honey, you should have heard that one. T's all like, I'm gonna fuck it up. It's gonna be way worse coming out of me. We're talking about like, our situations in our medicine. And he's going on. He's like, yeah, it's like if we were back in the 1800s or some shit, went to the doctor, he would be like, okay, I see the problem here. You've got ghosts in your bones and shit. So go do some cocaine about it and call me in the morning. Alright, fine. Like I said, I'd screw it up. You guys are both right to not laugh, but I thought it was freaking hilarious.
Why would I laugh at my own joke?
About it. My wife smiled, but she didn't laugh. She smiled like a big smile, and then proceeded to not laugh and get back to eating her soup.
I honestly think, soup's more important than that, but I think I've hit peak comedy for the stream.
I wasn't having you here for the comedy anyway. We got like 2 viewers right now, so I ain't stressed over it.
You want a kiss?
Oh no, I just try to be funny in general.
What do you mean no?
Your kisses probably taste like ass right now since you like that ass soup. Nope.
Kiss
She
me.
is she eating borscht?
You kiss me. No,
Look
in
it up.
the lips.
No. I don't know how much I have love for you, but that's might not be enough. She eats this soup, and it's a Mexican thing apparently. And it's called menudo, which I guess is like the translation for manure, because it tastes like ass. It's ow! Don't hit me! That was hard. Bitch. It's cow stomach soup. It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
And slimy. Ugh. It's yuck.
Humans were not meant to eat organs.
Cow stomach, okay?
Imagine saying you like having a stomach inside of your stomach.
Pieces of a stomach inside of your stomach.
You're weak.
That's gross. And I'll try anything. I've tried Indian, Lebanese, Thai food, like all kinds of food. And some weirder stuff from some of those foods. I like a lot of foods. Love Indian food. Persian food. Enjoy it. It's good stuff. I love Mexican, obviously. I'm married a Mexican. But not manure soup. That stuff is yuck. Stop hitting me, damn it!
It's not manure.
Yes, it is. It's the stage right before manure.
You don't
It's
seem
in
to
the
want these sandwiches. I don't think you deserve them. What kind of soup is it?
manure.
This would be some hella evidence if y'all ever go into a court case.
Right? Spousal abuse? Over what? Soup?
Yeah. You don't like my borscht? There was a fucking really distinct echo on that.
On yours? Yes.
Yeah.
Could almost hear like the echo feedback.
Stop being such a girl.
Damn, bro.
I'm telling you, my wife calls me gay. My kid and my wife are just a really good cover-up.
I said stop being such a girl.
Well,
Yeah,
that would
but-
make me a lesbian. I'm just saying, this time it's a girl.
So, I mean, that's what Tom Cruise did.
Hmm?
No, there's a running joke that Tom Cruise is super gay. He's just got a wife and all these kids for
Oh,
show.
okay. I remember seeing something about that a long time ago.
You want those back?
Sure, I'll take them back.
You gotta tell me.
It's manure soup. I'm not gonna change. You can keep the sandwiches over there. That soup is shit.
Hey, at least I don't eat baby vomit.
Ew, who does that?
You.
Wait, what?
What?
That
What?
white crappy stuff.
Chowder?
Oh, chowder, New England clam chowder?
No.
What then?
That white crappy stuff you like to eat with salt and pepper.
Oh, no, she's talking about cottage cheese.
That's baby bar.
I like cottage cheese.
Baby bar.
I like it in lasagna.
I've had it in salads, and I've had it, like if you don't have ranch dressing or whatever, then you can just put cottage cheese and it's still decent.
You
It's
know
just
what?
thicker, because I don't like blue cheese. That tastes like a fart. But, so it's alright that way. But I like it just by itself, like a little bit of cottage cheese on an old-fashioned dinner, or
You mean
even
baby
just
bar.
cottage cheese,
Baby
like
bar.
with some real black pepper in it. You just mix that in it pretty good, and it's pretty good.
That looks like what a baby pukes after eating a bottle of milk. It's baby bar.
I mean, it tastes much better, I presume.
Says the
You
person who's
presume,
eating
but you
cow
don't
stomach
know.
soup.
Yeah, it says the person who's eating manure soup, cow stomach
At
soup.
least I don't eat baby bar.
I'd gladly.
Cottage cheese is way more widely accepted than
Yeah,
cow stomach
exactly,
soup.
exactly. I'm 100% with T on this one. Cottage cheese is way more widely accepted than your poop soup, okay?
I guarantee that soup was invented because some guy was way out of food. Like, he was...
Yeah, no, exactly. T's saying it on the money. He guarantees this soup was made because frickin' some guy was way frickin' out of food. And he was pretty damn hungry. And all he had was leftover butchered cow. It was some butcher, I guarantee, because he's like, you don't eat the product, son, as he slaps his kid in the face for, you know, trying to, like, cook some beef or whatever. No, you don't understand. That's where the cow brain tacos, that's another thing in Mexico. Cow brain tacos.
He probably ate it with, like,
I don't know
bone
how
marrow
that's
spoon.
why you're even bringing that up.
And then cow stomach soup. What the? No, no, these are not okay things.
What if you had a bone but you hauled it out so it's like a cereal straw and that's what you eat? That's what you do the soup with.
Ew.
Hot dogs.
What? Hot dogs are fine.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. If you look at
Hot
the
dog is
ingredients, they're horrible.
everything. The hot dog is literally everything. You grab the rest of the horse, right? And then you shove it in the meat grinder. And there you have your hot dog.
Hot dogs are really disgusting, but they taste good and it don't make any sense.
No, the cheap ass 99-cent for 4,000 hot dog ones literally are like the remains of the horse and pig or whatever else thrown into a blender and made into a freaking dog, right? But the really expensive ones probably are the same, but they just had the flavor better. I don't know, Ballpark or whatever. They're allegedly real meat.
I got a
don't-
pack of 12 smoked sausage with jalapeno and cheese in it.
Ooh, that does sound good. I tried that once, but it turned into lava in my mouth. So, and then I
Yeah,
died.
you gotta wait. I've done that too. Get it right out of the microwave and be like really excited to eat, and you're just like,
Okay.
and it splooshes in your
Here we go.
mouth, and you're like, eh.
Here we go, Mister.
No, here, put the headset on so you and him can argue. But no,
Cow
if you
stomach,
no,
cow
no.
stomach. You and I are
Nope, here.
cow stomach. Animal parts.
She knows she loses. I'm gonna go ahead and put
Animal
both
parts.
ear cups over the.
Animal
No, don't be uncovering my ear. Don't be uncovering my ear. If you don't want to put it in the headset and talk with T about it, because he's right and you're wrong, then don't be sitting here forcing your wrong opinions down my neck. Get out of here with your cow stomach poop soup. Stop pushing the ear cup off my ear.
Parts.
Get away. No, animal parts. Yes, that's your soup. Get out.
Listen.
That's like hot dog soup. That's even worse than hot dogs.
Animal
Get out.
parts are used
It means she's
most
also
often
eating like
to
remnants of
include
grass.
Skin,
Well, I mean, I'd like to
lips,
think we all are if we're eating
pig
cow.
snout, organs, fat,
That's fair.
Wait, say that last one again?
fat,
What?
No, the one before that.
organs,
Organs. I feel like we're just, the freaking pipe organ theme song comes on. Okay, never mind. That must have just been me.
I wish-
That was-
and other
wish- I
parts
wish-
of the animal body.
I wish Jessica
wiener.
would come back and make that sound again.
Yeah, the winner might be in there.
Because we're getting back to the organ, you know.
So, what about my cow stomach soup?
It's
At least
poop
I
soup.
know. At least I know it's cow stomach.
Yeah, it's poop soup.
So what
It's
about?
yuck. See, here's the thing that I'm trying to teach you right now. This is the educational moment right here. I could not know what's in cow stomach soup and still think it tastes like ass, because it tastes like ass. Hot dogs, knowing what's in them doesn't make the magical difference. They still taste like hot dogs.
Do
Okay?
you?
Yeah, to me, and most people who eat hot dogs too, which are also widely more accepted than your poop soup. Oh, we lost one of the other viewers. Now we're down to one. They don't like hearing about your poop soup.
I came here for a while and they just talked about manure soup for 20 minutes. Like,
Right? Oh.
you haven't hit peak life until you've watched somebody in a floating ship over a 2004 game talk about manure soup for 2 hours.
Apparently I'm not allowed to talk about poop soup no more. Or menudo.
Yeah, but I still can.
Yeah, you can.
Man, oh man, do I hate that. I've already forgot what it was called.
I'm sorry. I mean, she makes a point where she's like, any Mexicans watching, so I guess that one person out of the two, is going to be really disappointed to hear me talking about menudo soup that way. But I don't like the soup, and you're allowed to have a freaking opinion that's different from someone else's or your wives. And we've
like...
all made jokes about food that we think is nasty or whatever else, but apparently it's not okay because it's me, her wife, talking about her enjoyed soup or
Her
whatever.
wife.
Whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I guess I am gay.
But, what was it? What was I gonna say? I feel like she's in the 0.4% of Mexicans that ate menudo soup, and the 0.4 is like her lineage.
I don't know.
Because I've never heard of that before.
No, it can't, because, like, it's a thing, and, my sister's boyfriend's brother's wife, Jesus, that's a thing, he was American, but the husband is Mexican, also liked menudo soup, so, I mean, and I guess
Maybe it's a woman
both of the
thing.
Mexicans, well, both of the Mexicans did too, like, Roberto and Juan, they liked it too. I don't. And I didn't like jicama when I first tried jicama. I didn't like cilantro when I first tried cilantro, and I ended up liking both of those things. But no, this one thing is definitely like, no, just yuck, ugh, no. Like putting liquefied ass diarrhea up in your mouth. It's so gross. That's slimy.
Put that on a shirt.
You really need some fucking shirts.
I'll wear it on stream.
Makes one shirt just for you.
I'm telling you, man, if I can get a flamingo pattern shirt, which is not a thing because they only let you customize the little square.
Yeah, I hate that. That's part of what I'm looking for is, that's why I wouldn't use Streamlabs, because they just let you use that tiny ass little square on the front and slash or back. But no, I want something that'll let you, you know, utilize the entire shirt, because I have a design that I really liked. I think I've sent it to you before, the dragon design I made. I really like
You
that,
sent me a few.
and I want that to be like, I don't know. Wait, where?
What can I do for you?
What else am I missing for chapter 2 here? 16, 11, 14, 10. Oh, screw me, I didn't pick it up in the mail.
Off with you.
I don't have a time.
Hang on, oh, he just logged out. Alright, I gotta mute for a second.
you can hear me, I'll be back. No, I'm back.
Sorry, hang on. I'm talking with the wifey.
It's all good.
Alrighty, I'm back. I just died to a priest and a warlock.
Oof.
Yeah, it ain't no big deal.
Pick it up. Put it away. That's not where. What are you going with that? That doesn't.
Apparently, I've
Here's
already
a,
bought one of these pages. What's up?
Sit down.
there's a pretty solid, something I sent you.
Put that down. You're not taking it.
Oh, I saw that. Is that who? Is that your like nose and eyes on him? By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I could tell it was someone else. I couldn't tell it was your nose and eyes until after you sent it to me and pointed that out. At first, I legitimately 100% believed it was like the face of a little old lady. Like on his, like look, the big glasses. I thought that was a little old lady's face. Like super scripted in his. I also didn't know where you stopped. I thought the forehead or the mouth.
Some reason Gordon Ramsay's face, his eyes are halfway down it.
He has a big forehead. He's like my, I don't know what the right term for this is, ex-sister-in-law?
What?
She has a big forehead. He has a big forehead.
Oh. I was... I missed the part where you were saying, you said that she had a big forehead. I thought you just went from... I thought you said Gordon Ramsay was your ex-sister-in-law. I was like, what?
What's on your mind? Safe travels.
Oh my god, my problem is so widespread that there's no answers for it on Google. Ah.
See you soon.
4,700 experience. That was a lot of experience for a quest turn-in, but I still don't know if that was worth all that damn hassle. Being 100% honest about it. A lot of damn hassle for that one quest.
For some reason, when I delete part of this, it's making the background brown and not transparent, even though I have a transparent background behind it.
Ew.
I don't know why.
You have a shitty background?
I mean, there's no background. That's why it's transparent.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's fucking brown. It's probably the same color as that suit.
Yes. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. I got in so much trouble over that. You don't even know.
I did it. Fucking crap. I'm a genius.
Okay, good.
I definitely didn't do something that anybody else would have done.
Are you still exploring it in GIMP, or what are you doing? Like,
No.
you need to do it in GIMP.
Do you want me to make your channel enter or not?
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were doing the tutorial right now.
No, I said I was
forget.
going to make a full-out tutorial later,
I also
but like
forget
add
easily.
jokes.
Don't pick on me. Stop yelling at me. I forgot.
Mark, I swear to God, I'll put you in the corner.
Alright.
That's 50 lashes, eyelashes.
That's probably pretty close to accurate. I've never counted. Maybe it's per eye? I don't know.
You know how some people work forever to get their eyelashes to look good?
No. Oh, yeah, I guess. But, like, I don't know
like
why.
never fucked with it. And
Yeah.
mine always look normal. I don't know why people's are looking different.
My eyelashes, I think, look normal as well. Like, I think most people's eyelashes look normal until they start fucking with it. But, I don't know.
I'd hate eyelashes if they didn't serve a really serious purpose.
No, I don't know. It's part of the basic human perception, right? Because we're used to seeing them. It's like seeing someone without eyebrows. They look really weird now. Same basic concept for eyelashes. Seeing someone without them, like, it's easy to say, oh, I'd hate them if they weren't, you know, so important. But seeing someone without them, it'd be like, ugh. Like, if people never had them, then I could agree with that. It'd be like if the first cavemen saw the first person who had a normal-sized eyebrow. Like, just brow in general, like forehead.
Yeah.
I feel like somewhere in that explanation I just kind of got lost.
I only hate eyelashes because they, you know, get in your eye every now and then, and that
Oh, they
sucks.
suck. Now, I haven't had that happen in years, but I feel like now you curse me, it's gonna happen soon. Because I
Well,
very vividly remember exactly how annoying and torturous that is.
I just accidentally figured out a shortcut. That's amazing.
On what?
On Photoshop.
Oh.
I'm using the magic eraser tool where I can erase, you know, large chunks at once. And I right-clicked by accident instead of left-clicking, and it deleted it instead of me having to go through and press Control-Z and all that. It probably works on GIMP too, because GIMP is Photoshop, just like the retarded cousin of it.
The po man's Photoshop.
Yeah.
Well,
I
fuck.
tried using it, man. I couldn't learn it.
To fix the printer.
Alright. Apparently we need to have the internet shut off, so give me a second to land. The wifey's gonna restart the internet, so this stream will be in 2 parts. So if you guys are watching the stream and you're enjoying it, or if you just got here, because I see a couple people just got in here, and you like the sound of my sultry voice, and of course this banana hammock's voice, go ahead, T.
Mm-hmm.
See? You're already turned on, guys. If you like these voices, and he's not always even here, so, I mean, mostly this voice, then feel free to like, follow, subscribe, or don't. That's all up to you guys. Nobody owns you. You don't have to. But if you want to, you're welcome to. I'm going to be restarting the stream here in, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes whenever the internet comes back on. But for right now, we got to shut it off. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Here's an end cap for you. Boom!
I really was hoping she was going to cut you off. Oh. Subscribe to TKV. I'm not in his description anymore. But imagine it.
You're such an idiot. I'll be back in a minute.